இந்த ஒன் கேம் மணிக்கு பிரைஸ் எப்படி இருக்கணும்?
டபுள் சைஸ்.
எப்படி மணி?
ஏன்னா ரம்மி சர்க்கிள்ல வெல்கம் ஆஃபர்ல 2x மல்டிப்ளையர் வின் பண்ணுங்க. வின்னிங் செட் டபுள்க்குங்க. ரம்மி சர்க்கிள்ல மணி மல்டிப்ளையர் மூலமா ஒரே கேம்ல ஓஹோன்னு வின் பண்ணுங்க.
இந்த விளையாட்டு பழக்கத்தை உருவாக்கலாம் அல்லது நிதி அபாயத்தை ஏற்படுத்தலாம். பொறுப்போடு விளையாடவும்.
Hello.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. On this auspicious day, we are having Sjsach-Shishyopanayaneeyam, the induction ceremony of the new students for UG and PG of 22-23 batch. Seeking the divine grace, blessings, we are going to have Ganapati Homam and Dhanvantari Homam. Let us immerse ourselves in the prayer, seeking the divine's grace. We are having Vishnu Sahasranama rendered by our students now.
शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तेर्पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकतातं तपोनिधिं व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिलये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः अविकाराय शुद्धाय नित्याय परमात्मने सदैकरूपरूपाय विष्णवे सर्वजिष्णवे यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण जन्म संसारबन्धनात् विमुच्यते नमस्तस्मै विष्णवे प्रभविष्णवे ॐ नमो विष्णवे प्रभविष्णवे वैशम्पायन उवाच श्रुत्वा धर्मानशेषेण पावनानि च सर्वशः युधिष्ठिरः शान्तनवं पुनरेवाभ्यभाषत युधिष्ठिर उवाच किमेकं दैवतं लोके किं वा एकं परायणं स्तुवन्तः कङ्कमर्चन्तः प्राप्नुयुर्मानवा शुभं को धर्म सर्वधर्माणां भवतः परमो मतः किं जपन्मुच्यते जन्तुर्जन्म संसारबन्धनात् भीष्म उवाच जगत्प्रभुं देवदेवम् अनन्तं पुरुषोत्तमं स्तुवन्नाम सहस्रेण पुरुषः सततोत्थितः तमेव चान्तयन् नित्यं भक्त्या पुरुषमव्ययम् ध्यायन् स्तुवन्नमस्यंश्च यजमानस्तमेव च अनादिनिधनं विष्णुं सर्वलोकमहेश्वरं लोकाध्यक्षं स्तुवन्नित्यं सर्वदुःखादिगो भवेत् ब्रह्मण्यं सर्वधर्मज्ञं लोकानां कीर्तिवर्धनं लोकनाथं महद्भूतं सर्वभूतभवोद्भवम् एष मे सर्वधर्माणां धर्मोऽधिकतमो मतः यद्भक्त्या पुण्डरीकाक्षं सवैरर्चेन्नरः सदा परमं यो महत्तेज परमं यो महत्तपः परमं यो महद्ब्रह्म परमं यः परायणम् पवित्राणां पवित्रं यो मङ्गलानां च मङ्गलम् दैवतं देवतानां च भूतानां यो व्ययः पिता यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि भवन्त्यादियुगागमे यस्मिंश्च प्रलयं याति पुनरेव युगक्षये तस्य लोकप्रदानस्य जगन्नाथस्य भूपते विष्णोर्नाम सहस्रं मे शृणु पापभयापहम् यानि नामानि गौणानि विख्यातानि महात्मनः ऋषिभिः परिगीतानि तानि वक्ष्यामि भूतये विष्णोः सहस्रस्य वेदव्यासो महामुनिः छन्दोनुष्टुप्तदा देवो भगवान् देवकीसुतः अमृतांशूद्भवो बीजं शक्तिर्देवकी नन्दनः त्रिसामाहृदयं तस्य शान्त्यर्थे विनियुज्यते विष्णुं जिष्णुं महाविष्णुं प्रभविष्णुं महेश्वरम् अनेकरूपदैत्यांसो भगवान् ऋषिः अनुष्टुप् छन्दः श्रीमहाविष्णु परमात्मा श्रीमन्नारायणो देवता अमृतांशोद्भवो भानुरिति बीजम् देवकी नन्दनः षष्ठेति शक्तिः उद्भवक्षोदन्वा गदाधरदित्यस्रम् तथाङ्गपाणिरक्षोऽप्यनम् श्रीमाम् मालाकृत्तासनस्फटिकमदभ्रैरुपरि विरचितैर्मुक्तपीयूषवर्षैः आनन्दीनः पुनीयादरिनगतः शङ्खपाणिर्मुकुन्दः भूपादौ यस्य नाभिर्विचन्द्रसुनेत्रे कर्णावासा शिरोद्योर्मुखमपि वहनो यस्य वास्तेयमब्धिः अन्तस्तं यस्य विश्वं सुरनरकगो गोपि गन्धर्वदैत्यैः चित्रं रम्यते तं त्रिभुवनवपुषं विष्णुमीशं नमामि ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाकारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ज्ञानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं मेघश्यामं पीतकौशेयवासं श्रीवत्साङ्गं कौस्तुभोद्भासिताङ्गं पुण्योपेतं पुण्डरीकायदाक्षं विष्णुं वन्दे सर्वलोकैकनाथं नमः समस्तभूतानामादिभूताय भूभृते अनेकरूपरूपाय विष्णवे प्रभविष्णवे शङ्खचक्रं सकिरीटकुण्डलं सरीतवस्त्रं सरसीरुहेक्षणं सहारवक्षस्थलशोभिकौस्तुभं नमामि विष्णुं शिरसा चतुर्भुजम् ॐ नमः चायं पारिजातस्य भूतकृद्भावो भूतात्मा भूतभावनः भूतात्मा परमात्मा च विद्वानां परमागतिः पुरुषः साक्षी क्षेत्रज्ञोऽक्षर एव च योगो योगविदां नेता प्रधानपुरुषेश्वरः नारसिंहवपुः श्रीमान् केशवः पुरुषोत्तमः सर्वशिवस्तानुर्भूतादिर्निधिरव्ययः सम्भवो भावनो भर्ता प्रभव प्रभुरीश्वरः स्वयंभू शम्भुरादित्य पुष्कराक्षो महास्वनः अनादिनिधनो धाता विधाता धातुरुत्तमः अप्रमेयो ऋषिकेश पद्मनाभोमर प्रभुः विश्वकर्मा मनुस्त्वष्टा सविष्टस्तविरो ध्रुवः अग्राह्य शाश्वत कृष्णो लोहिताक्ष प्रतर्दनः प्रभूतस्थितकुब्धाम पवित्रं मङ्गलं परम् ईशान प्राणद प्राणो ज्येष्ठ श्रेष्ठ प्रजापतिः हिरण्यगर्भो भूगर्भो माधवो मधुसूदनः ईश्वरो विक्रमी धन्वी मेधावी विक्रमक्रमः अनुत्तमो दुरादर्श कृतज्ञ कृतिरात्मवान् सुरेश शरणं शर्म विश्वरेता प्रजाभवः अह संवत्सरो प्रत्यय सर्वदर्शनः अच सर्वेश्वर सिद्धि सिद्धि सर्वादिरच्युतः वृषाकपिरमेयात्मा सर्वयोग विनिसृतः वसुर्वसुमना सत्य समात्मा संमितः समः अमोघ पुण्डरीकाक्षो वृषकर्मा वृषाकृतिः रुद्रो बहुशिरा बभ्रु योनिषु शिश्रवा अमृत शाश्वतस्तानुर्वरारोहो महातपाः सर्वग सर्वविद्वानु सेनो धनार्दनः वेदो वेदविदव्यङ्गो वेदाङ्गो वेदवित्कविः लोकाध्यक्षो धर्माध्यक्षः चतुरात्मा चतुर्व्यूह हंसश्चतुर्भुजः भ्राजिष्णुर्भोजनं भोक्ता सहिष्णुर्जगदाजिजः अनगो विजयो चेता विश्वयोनिर्पुनर्वसुः उपेन्द्रो वामनप्रांशुरमोघश्रुतिरुचितः रुद्रसङ्ग्रहः सर्गो धृतात्मा नियमो यमः वेद्यो वैद्यः माधवो अतीन्द्रियो महात्साहो महाबलः महाशक्तिर्महाद्युतिः अनिर्देश्य वपुः श्रीमान् अमेयात्मा महाधृतक् महेश्वासो महीभर्ता श्रीनिवासः सदाङ्गतिः अनिरुद्धः गोविन्दो गोविदाम्पतिः मरीचिद्दमनोहंसः सुपर्णो भुजगोत्तमः हिरण्यनाभः सुतपाः पद्मनाभः प्रजापतिः अमृतसन्धाता स्थिरः अजो दुर्मर्शनस्तास्ता विष्णुरात्मा विशारिः गुरुर्गुरुतमो धाम सत्य सत्यपराक्रमः निमिषो निमिषः सर्वी वाचस्पतिर्तारतीः अग्रणी समीरणः सहस्रपात् आवर्तनो निवृत्तात्मा संवृत संप्रमर्दनः अहः संवत्स गोवर्त्सो अनिलोधरणीधरः सुप्रसाद प्रसन्नात्मा विश्वसृद्विश्वभुग् विभुः सत्कृतः साधु जह्नुर्नारायणो नरः असंख्येयो प्रमेयात्मा विशिष्टः शिष्टकृत् शुचिः सिद्धार्थः सिद्धसङ्कल्पः सिद्धिसाधनः विशालिनी वृषभो विष्णु वृषभर्वा वृषोदरः वर्धनो वर्धमानश्च विविक्तः सुभुजो दुर्धरो वाग्मी महेन्द्रो वसुधो वसुः नैकरूपो बृहद्रूप श्रीविष्णुप्रकाशनः ओजस्तेजोद्युतिधर प्रकाशात्मा प्रतापनः बुद्धस्पष्टाक्षरान्तरचन्द्रांशुभास्करद्युतिः अमृतांशोद्भवो भानुशशबिन्दुसुरेश्वरः औषधशरगतसेतुः सत्यधर्मपराक्रमः भूतभव्यभवन्नाथ पवनः पावनो निलः कामः कामकृत्कान्तः कामः कामप्रदः प्रभुः युगाधिकृद्युगावतो मैकमायो महाशनः अदृश्यो व्यक्तरूपश्च सहस्रजिदनन्तजित् इष्टो विशिष्टशिष्टेश शिखण्डी नहुषो वृषः क्रोधः क्रोधकृत्कर्ता विश्वबाहुर्महीधरः अच्युत प्रतित प्राणदो वासवायुजः अपामृतदुष्टानमप्रमत्त प्रतिष्ठितः स्कन्दधरो दुर्यो वरदो वायुवाहनः वासुदेवो बृहद्भानुरादिदेवः पुरन्दरः अशोकस्तारणस्तारः शूरः शौर्यजनेश्वरः अनुकूलस्ततावत्त पद्मी पद्मनिभेक्षणः पद्मनाभोरविन्दाक्ष पद्मगर्भशरीरभृत् महद्दिवृद्धो वृद्धात्मा महाक्षो गरुडध्वजः अतुलश्चरभो भीमः समयज्ञो हविर्हरिः सर्वलक्षणलक्षण्यो लक्ष्मीवान् सर्वदिञ्जयः रोहितो मार्गो हेतुर्दामोदरः सः महीधरो महाभागो वेगवानुशासनः उद्भव क्षोभनो देव श्रीगर्भः परमेश्वरः करणं कारणं कर्ता विकर्ता गहनो भुवः व्यवसायो व्यवस्थानस्थानस्थानदो ध्रुवः परमस्पष्टस्तुष्टपुष्टः सुरेक्षणः रामो विरामो विरतो मार्गो न्येयो नयो नयः वीरशक्तिमतां श्रेष्ठो धर्मो धर्मविदुत्तमः वैकुण्ठः पुरुषः प्राणद प्रणः हिरण्यगर्भः शत्रुघ्नो व्याप्तो वायुरदोक्षजः ऋतुः सुदर्शनः कालः परमेष्टि परिग्रहः उग्रः संवत्सरो दक्षो विश्रामो विश्वदक्षिणः विस्तारस्तावरस्तारो प्रमाणं बीजमव्ययम् अर्थोऽनर्थो महाकोशो महाभोगो महाधनः अनिर्विन्नस्तविष्टो भूधर्मयुगो महामकः नक्षत्रणेमिर्नक्षत्री क्षमः क्षामः क्षमीरणः यज्ञयुज्यो महस्य क्रतुः सत्रं सताङ्गतिः सर्वदर्शी विगतात्मा सर्वज्ञो ज्ञानमुत्तमम् सुवृतस्तु सूक्ष्मः सुघोषः सुखदः सुहृत् मनोहरोचित क्रोधो वीरबाहुर्विधीधरः स्वापनस्ववशो व्यापी नैकात्मा नैककर्मकृत् वत्सरो वत्सलो वत्सी रत्नगार्भोदनेश्वरः धर्मकृद्धर्मी सदसक्षरमक्षरम् अविज्ञाता सहस्रांशु विदाता कृतलक्षणः कपस्तिनेमि सत्त्वस्थ सिंहो भूतमहेश्वरः आदिदेवो महादेवो देवेशो देववृद्गुरुः उत्तरो गोपतिर्गोप्ता ज्ञानगम्य पुरातनः शरीरभूतवृद्भोक्ता कवीन्द्रो भूरि दक्षिणः सोमपामृतमः सोम पुरुषित् पुरुषत्तमः विनयो जयः सत्यसन्धो दाशार्हः सत्त्वतां पतिः जीवो विनयिता साक्षी मुकुन्दो मितविक्रमः
अम्बो नितिरनन्तात्मा महादतितयोऽन्ततः
अजो महार्ह स्वभाव्योचिता मित्र प्रमोदनः आनन्दो नन्दनस्तन्द्र सत्य धर्मा त्रिविक्रमः महर्षि कपिलाचार्य कृतज्ञो मेदिनीपतिः त्रिपदस्थिराध्यक्षो महाशृङ्ग कृतान्तकृत महावराहो गोविन्द सुषेण कनकाङ्गदी गुह्यो कबीरो गहनो गुप्तश्चक्र गदाधरः वेदस्वाङ्गोचित कृष्णो धृतः सङ्कर्षणोच्युतः वरुणो वारुणो वृक्ष पुष्कराक्षो महामनः भगवानन्दी वनमाली हलायुधः आदित्यो ज्योतिरादित्य गतिसत्तमः सुधन्वाकण्ड परशु दारुणो द्रविणपदः दिविस्पृक्षुङ्ग दिग्व्यासो वाचस्पतिरयो निजः त्रिसामा सामगस्साम निर्वाणं भेषजम्बिषक् सन्न्यासकृत् समशान्तो निष्ठा शान्तिपरायणं शुभाङ्ग शान्तिरसृष्ट कुमुद कुवलेशयः गोहितो गोपतिर्गोप्ता वृषभाक्षो वृषप्रियः अनिर्वृत्तात्मा संक्षेपाक्षेमकृत् शिवः श्रीवत्सवश्च श्रीवास श्रीपति श्रीमतांवरः श्रीधश्री च श्रीनिवास श्रीनिधि श्रीविभावनः श्रीधर श्रीकर श्रेय श्रीमान् लोकत्रयाश्रयः श्वक्ष श्वङ्गशतानन्दो नन्दिज्योतिर्नरेहनः विजितात्मा विधेयात्मा सङ्कीर्तिः सिन्न संशयः उदीर्ण अनीश शाश्वत स्थिरः भूषयो भूषणो भूतिर्विशोकशोकनाशनः अर्चिष्मानर्चितः नः अनिरुद्धो प्रतिरथ प्रद्युम्नोमित विक्रमः कालनेमिनिहानि शौरी शूरजनेश्वरः त्रिलोकात्मा त्रिलोकेश केशव केशिहा हरिः कामदेव कामपाल कामी कान्तकृतागमः अनिन्देश्य वपुर्विष्णुर्वीरो नन्तो धनञ्जयः ब्रह्मण्यो ब्रह्मकृत् ब्रह्मा ब्रह्म ब्रह्म विवर्धनः ब्रह्मविद् ब्राह्मणो ब्रह्मी ब्रह्मज्ञो ब्राह्मणप्रियः महाक्रमो महाकर्मा महातेजा महोरगः महाकर्तुर्महायज्ञ
महायज्ञो महाहविः
सव्यस्तव प्रियं स्तोत स्तुति स्तोतारण प्रियः पूर्ण पूरयिता पुण्य पुण्य कीर्तिरणामयः मनोजवोस्तीर्थकरो वसुरेता
प्रदः
वसुप्रदो वासुदेवो वसुर्वसुमना हविः सद्गति सत्कृति
सत्ता
सद्भूति सत्परायणः शूरसेनो यदुश्रेष्ठ सन्निवास सुयामुनः भूतावासो वासुदेव सर्वासु निलयो नलः दर्पः दर्पदो दृप्तो दुर्धरोधापराजितः विश्वमूर्तिर्महामूर्तिर्दीप्तमूर्तिरमूर्तिमान् अनेकमूर्तिरव्यक्त शतमूर्तिशताननः एकोनैकः सवक्त किं यत्तत् पदमनुत्तमम् लोकबन्धुर्लोकनाथो माधवो भक्तवत्सलः सुवर्णवर्णो हेमाङ्गो वराङ्गश्चन्दनाङ्गदी वीरः विषमशून्यो कृताशीलजलश्चलः अमानी मानदो मान्यो लोकस्वामी त्रिलोकदृक् सुमेधामेधजोदन्य संयमेधाधराधरः तेजो वृषोद्युतिधरः सर्वशस्त्रभृताम्बरः प्रग्रहो निग्रहो व्यग्रो नैकशृङ्गो गदाग्रजः चतुर्मूर्तिश्चतुर्बाहुश्चतुर्व्यूह चतुर्गतिः चतुरात्मा चतुर्भावश्चतुर्वेद विदेकपात् समावर्तो निवृत्तात्मा नन्दयो दुरतिक्रमः दुर्लभो दुर्गमो दुर्गो दुरावासो दुरारिः शुभाङ्गो लोकसारङ्ग सुवन्तुस्तन्तु वर्धनः इन्द्रकर्मा मनोकर्मा कृतकर्मा कृतागमः उद्भव सुन्दरो सुन्दररत्ननाभ सुलोचनः अर्को वाचसन शृङ्गी जयन्त सर्वविजयी सुवर्णबिन्दुरक्षोभ्य सर्ववागीश्वरेश्वरः महाह्रदो महागर्तो महाभूतो महानिधिः कुन्दपर्जन्य पावनो निलः अमृतांशो मृतवपु सर्वज्ञ सर्वतोमुखः सुलभ सुहृद सिद्ध सिद्ध शत्रुजित् शत्रुतापनः न्यग्रोदोदुम्बरोश्वत्थ चान्द्रूरानिशोधनः सहस्राति सप्तजिह्वा सप्तैदा सप्तवाहनः
भयनाशनः
निर्गुणो महान् अधृतस्वस्थ प्राग्वंशो वंशवर्धनः भारभृत्प्रतितो योगी योगीश सर्वकामदः आश्रमश्रमणक्षाम सुपर्णो वायुवाहनः तनुर्धरो धनुर्वेदो दण्डो दमयितागमः अपराजित सर्वसहो नियन्ता नियमो यमः सत्त्ववान् सात्विक सत्य सत्यधर्मपरायणः अभिप्राय प्रियारोह प्रियगतिवर्धनः विहाय सवज्योति सुरुचिर्च्युत विभुः रविविलोचन सूर्य सविता रविलोचनः अनन्तभूत भूत सुखदो नैकचोग्रजः अनिर्भिन्न सदामश्री लोकाधिष्ठानमद्भुतः सनातनमत् कपिलकविरव्ययः स्वस्ति बुक् स्वस्ति दक्षिणः अनोदकुण्डली चक्री विक्रम यूचित शासनः शब्दाधिक शब्दसः शिशिर सर्वरीकरः अक्रूरपेशलो दक्षो दक्षिणवरः विद्वत्तमो वीतभय पुण्यश्रवण कीर्तनः उत्तारणो दुक्षिणा पुण्यो दुःस्वप्ननाशनः वीरः रक्षणो सन्तो जीवन पर्यवस्थितः उत्तारणो दुष्कृतिः पुण्यो दुःस्वप्ननाशनः वीरः रक्षणो सन्तो जीवन पर्यवस्थितः अनन्तरूपोऽनन्तश्रीजितमन्युभयापः चतुरशोकबीरात्मा विदिशो व्यादिशो दिशः आनन्दिरूपुः लक्ष्मी सुवीरो रुचिराङ्गदः जननो जनजन्मानि भीमो
पराक्रमः आधारनिलयो धाता पुष्पहास प्रजाकरः
प्राणद प्रणवप्रणः प्रमाणं प्राणनिलय प्राणभृत् प्राणजीवनः तत्त्वं तत्त्वविदेकात्मा जन्म मृत्युचराधिकः पूर्ववस्सविता प्रवितामहः यज्ञो यज्ञपतिर्यज्ञा यज्ञाङ्गो यज्ञवाहनः यज्ञवृद्यज्ञी यज्ञसाधनः यज्ञकृत्यज्ञकृत्यग्नि अन्नमन्नदेय च आत्मयोनि स्वयं जातो वैकानः सामगायनः देवकीनन्दनश्रेष्ठा क्षितीश पापनाशनः शङ्खबृन्नन्दकी चक्री शाङ्कधन्वा गदाधरः तथाङ्गपाणि रक्षोभ्य सर्वप्रहरणायुधः श्री सर्वप्रहरणायुध ओं नमः इति वनमाली गदी शाङ्की शङ्की चक्री च नन्दकी श्रीमन्नारायणो विष्णु वासुदेवोऽभिरक्षतु वनमाली गदी शाङ्की शङ्की चक्री च नन्दकी श्रीमन्नारायणो विष्णु वासुदेवोऽभिरक्षतु वनमाली गदी शाङ्की शङ्की चक्री च नन्दकी श्रीमन्नारायणो विष्णुर्वासुदेवोऽभिरक्षतु रक्षतु ओं नमः इतीदं कीर्तनीयस्य केशवस्य महात्मनः नाम्नं सहस्रं दिव्यानाम् अशेषेण प्रकीर्तितं येदं शृणुयात् नित्यं यश्चापि परिकीर्तयेत् नाशुभं प्राप्नुयात् किञ्चित् सोमुत्रे वेदान्तको ब्राह्मणस्य क्षत्रियो विजयी भवेत् वैश्यो धनसमृद्धस्य क्षुद्रशुभमवाप्नुयात् धर्माति प्राप्नुयात् धर्मम् अर्थाति चार्थमाप्नुयात् कामानवाप्नुयात् कामी प्रजाति चाप्नुयात् प्रजान् भक्तिमान्य सतोत्थाय श्रुति सद्गतमानसः सहस्रं वासुदेवस्य नाम्नामेतत् प्रकीर्तयेत् यश प्राप्नोति विपुलं याति प्राधान्यमेव च अचलां श्रियमाप्नोति श्रेय प्राप्नोत्यनुत्तमं न भयं क्वचिदाप्नोति वीर्यं तेजश्च विन्दति भवत्यारोग्योद्युतिमान् बलरूपगुणान्वितः रोगार्तो मुच्यते रोगात् बद्धो मुच्येत बन्धनात् भयान् मुच्येत भीतस्तु मुच्येदापन्न आपदः दुर्गान्यतितरत्याशु पुरुषोत्तमं स्तुवन्नाम सहस्रं नित्यं भक्तिसमन्वितः वासुदेवाश्रयो मत्यो वासुदेव परायणः सर्वपापविशुद्धात्मा याति ब्रह्म सनातनं न वासुदेव भक्तानामशुभं विष्यते क्वचित् जन्म मृत्युजरा व्याधि भयं नैवोपजायते इमं स्तवमधीयान श्रद्धा भक्ति समन्वितः युज्येतात्मसुखशान्ति श्रीधृति स्मृतिकीर्तिभिः न क्रोधो न च मात्सर्यं न लोभो न शुभामतिः भवन्ति कृतपुण्यानां भक्तानां पुरुषोत्तमे द्यौस चन्द्रार्क नक्षत्राखं दिशो भूमहो दधिः वासुदेवस्य वीर्येण विधृतानि महात्मनः ससुरासुर गन्धर्व सयक्षोरगराक्षसां जगद्वशे वर्ततेदं कृष्णस्य सचराचरम् इन्द्रियाणि मनोबुद्धिः सत्त्वं तेजो बलं धृतिः वासुदेवकन्याः क्षेत्रं क्षेत्रज्ञ एव च सर्वागमानामाचार प्रथमं परिकल्पते आचार प्रभवो धर्मो धर्मस्य प्रभुरच्युतः पितरो देव महाभूतानि धातवः जङ्गमं चेदं नारायणोद्भवं योगो ज्ञानं तथा साङ्ख्यं विद्या शिल्पादिकर्म च वेदशास्त्राणि विज्ञानम् एतत् सर्वं जनार्दनात् एको विष्णुर्महद्भूतं पृथक् भूतान्यनेकशः त्रीन् लोकान् व्याप्य भूतात्मा भुङ्क्ते विश्वभुवज्ञायः सममदीयतो विष्णोर्व्यासेन कीर्तितं परिध्येच्छेत् पुरुषश्रेय प्राप्तुं सुखानि च विश्वेश्वरमजं देवं जगतः प्रभुरव्ययं भजन्त्य ये पुष्कराक्षं न ते यान्ति पराभवम् ॐ नमः इति अर्जुन उवाच पद्मपत्र विशालाक्ष पद्मनाभ सुरोत्तम भक्तानामनुरक्तानां त्राता भव जनार्दन। श्रीभगवानुवाच यो मां नाम सहस्रेण स्तोतुमिच्छति पाण्डव सोऽहमेकेन श्लोकेन स्तुत एव न संशयः। स्तुत एव न संशय ॐ नम इति।
व्यास उवाच वासनात् वासुदेवस्य वासितं ते जगत्त्रयम्
सर्वभूतनिवासोऽसि वासुदेव नमोऽस्तुते। वासुदेव नमोऽस्तुते ॐ नम इति। पार्वत्युवाच केनोपायेन रघुना विष्णो नाम सहस्रकम् पठ्यते पण्डिते नित्यं श्रोतुमिच्छाम्यहं प्रभो। ईश्वर उवाच श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं नाम नाम वरानने। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने। राम नाम वरानन ॐ नम इति। ब्रह्मोवाच नमोऽस्त्वनन्ताय सहस्रमूर्तये सहस्रपादाक्षि शिरोरुबाहवे सहस्रनाम्ने पुरुषाय शाश्वते सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे नमः। सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे ॐ नम इति। सञ्जय उवाच यत्र योगेश्वर कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीर्विजयो भूतिर्ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम। श्रीभगवानुवाच अनन्याश्चिन्तयन्तो मां ये जनाः पर्युपासते तेषां नित्याभियुक्तानां योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम्। परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय सम्भवामि युगे युगे। आर्ता विषण्णा शिथिलाश्च भीता घोरेषु च व्याधिषु वर्तमानाः संकीर्त्य नारायण शब्दमात्रं विमुक्तदुःखा सुखिनो भवन्तु। कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि।
समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोत्तमृतस्य देवधा शरीरं मे विदर्शनं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरि विश्रुवं ब्रह्मणः मेधया मे गुह्वाया आवहं दीविधन्वाना गुर्वाणा चिरमात्मना आसांसि मम गहावश्च अन्नपाने स्रुवदा ततो मे श्रियमावहलोमशाम्बशुभिः सह स्वाहा अमायन्तु ब्रह्मचारिणः स्वाहा यशोजने सानि स्वाहा तन्वश्यशोसानि स्वाहा तन्द्वाभगप्रविशानि स्वाहा स्माभगप्रविश सहस्रशाघे निभगाहं द्वैमृजे स्वाहा धावप्रवदायन्ति यथा मासाहर्जनम् एवं मां ब्रह्मचारिणो दादरायन्तु सर्वदा स्वाहा यश्छन्दसाः मृषभो विश्वरूप छन्दोभ्योऽध्यमृता सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोत्वमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासम् शरीरं मे विदर्शनं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरिविश्रुवं ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया विहितश्रुतं मे गोपाया अहमायन्तु कुर्वाणाजीरमात्मना वहसांसि मम गावश्च अन्नपाने च सर्वदा ततो मे श्रियमावहलोमशाम्बशुभिः सह स्वाहा ब्रह्मचारिणः स्वाहा सानि स्वाहा श्रेयान्वस्य सोऽसानि स्वाहा तन्द्वा भगप्रविशानि स्वाहा समाभगप्रविश स्वाहा तस्मिन् सहस्रशाखे निभगाहं द्वयमृजे स्वाहा यथा वप्रवदायन्ति यथा मासा अर्जनम् एवं मां ब्रह्मचारिणो दादरायन्तु सर्वदा स्वाहा पतिवेशोऽसि प्रमाभाहि प्रमापद्य स्वाहा यश्छन्दसामशभो विश्वरूपच्छन्दोभ्यो ध्यमृदाः सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणो त्वमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासम् शरीरं मे विदर्शनं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमः कर्णाभ्यां भूरिविश्रुवं ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया विगितश्रुतं मे गोपायाः अवहन्ति विधन्वाना कुर्वाणाजीरमात्मना वासांसि मम गावश्च अन्नपाने च सर्वदा ततो मे श्रियमावहलोमशाम्बशुभिः सह स्वाहा अहमायं तु ब्रह्मचारिणः स्वाहा यशोजने सानि स्वाहा श्रेयान्वस्य सोऽसानि स्वाहा तन्द्वा भगप्रविशानि स्वाहा समाभगप्रविश स्वाहा तस्मिन् सहस्रशाखे निभगाहं द्वयमृजे स्वाहा यथा वप्रवदायन्ति यथा मासा अर्जनम् एवं मां ब्रह्मचारिणो दादरायन्तु सर्वदा स्वाहा प्रतिवेशोऽसि प्रमाभाहि प्रमापद्य स्वाहा यश्छन्दसामृषभो विश्वरूपश्छन्दोभ्योऽध्यमृताः सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणो त्वमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासम् शरीरं मे विदर्शनं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमः कर्णाभ्यां भूरिविश्रुवं ब्रह्मण कोशोऽसि मेधया विहितश्रुतं मे गोपायाः अवहन्ति विधन्वानः कुर्वाणाजीरमात्मनः वहसांसि मम गावश्च अन्नपाने च सर्वदा ततो मे श्रियमावहलोमशाम्बशुभिः सह स्वाहा अहमायन्तु ब्रह्मचारिणः स्वाहा यशोजने सानि स्वाहा श्रेयान्वस्य सोऽसानि स्वाहा तन्त्वा भगप्रविशानि स्वाहा समाभगप्रविश स्वाहा तस्मिन् सहस्रशाखे निभगाहं त्वयमृजे स्वाहा यथा वप्रवदायन्ति यथा मासा अर्जनम् एवं मां ब्रह्मचारिणो दादरायन्तु सर्वदा स्वाहा प्रतिवेशोऽसि प्रमाभाहि प्रमापद्य स्वाहा हव्यवाहमभिमादिशाहं दक्षोहणं वृदनासु जिष्णुं योदिष्मन्दन्दिद्यदं वुरन्धिम् अग्निघ्नस्विष्टकृतमाहुवेमो स्विष्टमग्नेः अपि तत्प्रणाहि विश्वादेव वृतनाभिष्य पुरुन्नपन्थां प्रतिशन् विभाहि ज्योतिष्मध्ये ह्यजरन्न आयुस्वाहा 2 நிமிஷத்தில் கணபதி ஹோமத்தோடையும் அவஹந்தி ஹோமத்தோடையும் பூர்ணாகுதிக்கு எல்லாரும் எழுந்து நின்று பிரார்த்தனை பண்ணலாம்.
Dear all, good morning. So now the Dhanantari Homam is going to start.
Please stand up all. இப்போ வந்து தன்வந்தர மூர்த்தியை ஆவாகனம் பண்ண போறார். எல்லாரும் நல்லா பிரார்த்தனை பண்ணுங்க. எல்லாரும் நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணிட்டு ப்ளீஸ் சிட் டவுன். அப்புறம் தன்வந்திரி பிரபத்தி ஸ்தோத்திரம் மேடம் சொல்லிக் கொடுப்பாங்க. எல்லாரும் அது சொல்லலாம்.
We'll hear the rendering of Dhanvantari Prapatti now.
Check. देवादिवेद्य निरवद्य गुणैकवेद्य तेजोतिहृद्य मघवाद्य मराभिवेद्य संसार सागर तरे हरे मुरारे धन्वन्तरे तव पदे शरणं प्रपद्ये धन्वन्तरे तव पदे शरणं प्रपद्ये
योगातिरेकशमनक्षमदेवदेव देवासुरेन्द्रनुतपादमहानुभाव भावाभिगम्य मुनिराजनतार शरण्य धन्वन्तरे तव पदे शरणं प्रपद्ये
त्वत्पादपङ्कजरः पटलानुषङ्गात् दूरात् प्रधावति रजो बहुजन्मसक्तौ तस्मादुपेन्द्र किमतः परमत्र चित्तौ धन्वन्तरे तव पदे शरणं प्रपद्ये धन्वन्तरे तव पदे शरणं प्रपद्ये
क्षीराम्बुधि परमपावनताङ्गतो भूत् ते जन्मनैव नहि कल्मककामगोभ्यां व्याधीन् महीतलभवान् परिहर्तुमासीः धन्वन्तरे तव पदे शरणं प्रपद्ये धन्वन्तरे तव पदे शरणं प्रपद्ये लक्ष्मी तवां गिरिजलजं श्रियते प्रिये वक्ताम्बुजात्मुपयाति सरस्वती च ब्रह्मादयश्च मरुतं स्तव देहभागा धन्वन्तरे तव पदे शरणं प्रपद्ये आदिधन्वन्तरे तुभ्यं शान्तगम्भीरतेजसे ओजसे सर्वदेवानां आदिवैद्याय मङ्गलौ आदिवैद्याय मङ्गलौ आदिवैद्याय
മംഗളം.
Let's have now. We learn the first shloka from Ashtanga Hridaya. I request all the students to repeat after. Okay? We learn the first shloka. You can hear and repeat. Ragadi Rogan. We can repeat. Repeat boldly twice. Ragadi Rogan. Satatanushaktan. Satatanushaktan. Asheshakaya Prasriktan. Asheshakaya Prasriktan. Asheshan. Asheshan. Autsukya Moharatidan. Autsukya Moharatidan. Jaghana. Jaghana. Yo Purva Vaidyaya. Yo Purva Vaidyaya. Namostu Tasmai. Namostu Tasmai. Om. Thank you all.
अग्नये स्वाहा वाय स्वाहा तो वह जातवेदः पुरस्तादग्ने विद्धि कर्म क्रियमाणं यथेदं त्वं भिषग्भेषजस्यासि कर्ता त्वयागा अश्वान् पुरुषान् सनेम स्वाहा चतस्र आशाः प्रचरन्त्वग्नय इमन्नो यज्ञं नयतु प्रजानन् घृतं विन्वन्न जरौ सुवीरं ब्रह्म समिद्भवत्याहुतीनाग्नः स्वाहा आनो भद्राः क्रतवोऽयं तु विश्वतो दब्धासो अपरीतास उद्भिदा देवानो यथा सदमिद्वृधे असन्नप्रायुवो रक्षितारो दिवे दिवे स्वाहा विरूपाक्षमा विबाधिष्ठामा विबाध विबाधिता निरृत्यैत्वा पुत्रमाहुः सनः कर्माणि साधय स्वाहा विरूपाक्षमहैन्यजे निजङ्घं शबरोदरम् यो मायं परिबाधते श्रियै पुष्टी च नित्यदा तस्मै स्वाहा यातिरस्ती निपद्यसे अहं विधरणी इति तां त्वा घृतस्य धारयाग्नौ सौम्राधनियजे स्वाहा सौम्राधन्यै देवी स्वाहा प्रसाधिन्यै देवी स्वाहा भूस्वाहा भुवस्वाहा सुवस्वाहा भूर्भुवस्वस्वाहा अभिमादिशाहौं रक्षोहणं प्रतनासु जिष्णुं ज्योतिष्मन्दं दीद्यतं पुरन्धिमग्निग्नस्विष्टकृतमाहुवेमो स्विष्टमग्ने अभितत्प्रणाहि विश्वा देवप्रतना अभिष्याः पुनः पन्थां प्रतिशन् विभाहि ज्योतिष्मध्ये ह्यजरन् आयुस्वाहा श्रवा स्वस्ति नः पूषा स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमि स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु स्वाहा ओम स्वस्ति नो मिमीतामश्विना भगः स्वस्ति देव्यदितिरनर्वणा സ്വസ്തി പൂഷാ അസുരോ ദധാതു നഃ സ്വസ്തി ദ്യാവാ പൃഥിവീ സുചേതുനാ സ്വസ്തയേ വായുമുപബ്രവാമഹൈ സോമഗ്നഃ സ്വസ്തി ഭുവനസ്യ യസ്പതി ബൃഹസ്പതിം സർവഗണജ്ഞഃ സ്വസ്തയേ സ്വസ്തയ ആദിത്യാസോ ഭവന്തു നഃ വിശ്വേ ദേവാനോ അദ്യാ സ്വസ്തയേ വൈശ്വാനരോ വസുരഗ്നി സ്വസ്തയേ ദേവാ അവന്ത്രുഭവ സ്വസ്തയേ സ്വസ്തി നോ രുദ്രഃ പാത്വം ഹസാ സ്വസ്തി മിത്രാവരുണാ സ്വസ്തി പഥ്യേ രേവതി സ്വസ്തി ന ഇന്ദ്രശ്ചാഗ്നിശ്ച സ്വസ്തി നോ അദിതേ കൃധി സ്വസ്തി പന്ഥാമനുചരേമ സൂര്യാ ചന്ദ്രമസാ വിവാ പുനർദദതാഘ്നതാ ജാനതാ സംഗമേ മഹീ സ്വസ്ത്യനന്താർക്ഷ്യമരിഷ്ടനേമിം മഹദ്ഭൂതം വായസം ദേവതാനാം അസുരഘ്നമിന്ദ്രസഖൗം സമത്സു ബൃഹദ്യശോ നാവമിവാരുഹേമ ഔം ഹോമുചമാംഗിരസംഗയഞ്ച സ്വസ്തി മാത്രേയം മനസാ ചതാർക്ഷ്യം പ്രയതവാണി ശരണം പ്രപദ്യേ സ്വസ്തി സംബാധേഷ്വഭയം നോ അസ്തു സ്വസ്തി ന ഇന്ദ്രോ വൃദ്ധശ്രവാ സ്വസ്തി നഃ പൂഷാ വിശ്വവേദാ സ്വസ്തി നസ്താർക്ഷ്യോ അരിഷ്ടനേമി സ്വസ്തി നോ ബൃഹസ്പതിർദധാതു സഹസ്രശീർഷാ പുരുഷഃ സഹസ്രാക്ഷഃ സഹസ്രപാൽ സ ഭൂമിം വിശ്വതോ വൃത്വാത്യതിഷ്ഠദ്ദശാംഗുലം പുരുഷ ഏവേദൗം സർവൈ യദ്ഭൂതൈ യच्च ഭവ്യം ഉദാമൃതത്വസ്യേഷാനോ യദന്നേനാതിരോഹതി ഏതാവാനസ്യ മഹിമാതോജ്യായാഗ്നശ്ച പൂരുഷാ പാദോസ്യ വിശ്വാഭൂതാനി ത്രിപാദസ്യാമൃതം ദിവി ത്രിപാദൂർധ്വ ഉദയിത്പുരുഷഃ പാദോസ്യേഹാ ഭവാത് പുനഃ തतो വിശ്വം വ്യക്രാമത്സാശനാനശനേ അഭി തസ്മാദ്വിരാടജായത വിരാജോ അധിപൂരുഷാ സ ജാതോ അത്യരിച്യത പശ്ചാത് ഭൂമിമഥോ പുരാ യത്പുരുഷേണ ഹവിഷാ ദേവാ യജ്ഞമതന്വതാ വസന്തോ അസ്യാസീദാജ്യം ഗ്രീഷ്മ ഇത്മഃ ശരദ്ധവീ സപ്താസ്യാസൻ പരിധയസ്ത്രിസപ്ത സമിധഃ കൃതാ ദേവായജ്ഞം തന്വാനാ അബധ്നം പുരുഷം വശും തൈഞ്ഞജ്ഞം ബർഹിഷി പ്രൗക്ഷൻ പുരുഷം ജാതമഗ്രതാ തേന ദേവാ അയജന്ത സാധ്യാ ഋഷയശ്ച യേ തസ്മാദ്യജ്ഞാത് സർവോ അഹുതഃ സംഭൃതം വൃഷദാജ്യം പശൂക്നസ്താക്നശ്ചക്രേ വായവ്യാനാരണ്യാൻ ഗ്രാമ്യാശ്ച യേ തസ്മാദ്യജ്ഞാത് സർവോവഹുതർജസ്സാമാനി ജജ്ഞിരേ ഛന്ദാംസി ജജ്ഞിരേ തസ്മാദ്യജുസ്തസ്മാദജായത തസ്മാദശ്വാ അജായന്ത യേ കേചോ ഭയാദതാ ഗാവോഹ ജജ്ഞിരേ തസ്മാജ്ജാതാ അജാവയാ യത്പുരുഷം വ്യദധുഃ കതിധാ വ്യകൽപ്പയൻ മുഖം കിമസ്യ കൗ ബാഹൂ കാവൂരൂപാദാ ഉച്യേതേ ബ്രാഹ്മണോസ്യ മുഖമാസീദ് ബാഹൂരാജന്യഃ കൃതാ ഊരൂ തദസ്യ യദ്വൈശ്യഃ പദ്ഭ്യാം ശൂദ്രോ അജായത ചന്ദ്രമാ മനസോ ജാതശ്ചക്ഷുഃ സൂര്യോ അജായത മുഖാദിന്ദ്രശ്ചാഗ്നിശ്ച പ്രാണാദ്വായുരജായത നാഭ്യാ ആസീദന്തരിക്ഷവും ശീർഷ്ണോദ്യൗ സമവർത്തത പദ്ഭ്യാം ഭൂമ്യർദിശ്രോത്രാത് തഥാ ലോകാവും അകൽപ്പയൻ വേദാഹമേതം പുരുഷം മഹാന്തമാദിത്യവർണ്ണൻ തമസസ്തു പാരേ സർവാണി രൂപാണി വിജിത്യ ധീരോ നാമാനി കൃത്വാഭിവദയ്യദാസ്തേ ധാതാ പുരസ്താദ്യമുദാ ജഹാര ചക്രഃ പ്രവിദ്വാൻ പ്രതിശശ്ച തസ്രാ തമേവം വിദ്വാനമൃതൈഹ ഭവതി നാന്യഃ പന്ഥാ അയനായ വിദ്യതേ യജ്ഞേന യജ്ഞമയജന്ത ദേവാസ്താനി ധർമാണി പ്രഥമാന്യാസൻ തേഹനാകം മഹിമാനഃ സചന്തെ യത്ര പൂർവേ സാധ്യാഃ സന്തി ദേവാ സഹസ്രാശീർഷം ദേവം വിശ്വാക്ഷം വിശ്വശംഭുവം വിശ്വം നാരായണം ദേവമക്ഷരം പരമം പദം വിശ്വതഃ പരമാന്നിത്യം വിശ്വം നാരായണവും ഹരിം വിശ്വമേവേദം പുരുഷസ്തദ്വിശ്വമുപജീവതി പതിം വിശ്വസ്യാത്മേശ്വരവും ശാശ്വതവും ശിവമച്യുതം നാരായണം മഹാജ്ഞേയം വിശ്വാത്മാനം പരായണം നാരായണ പരം ബ്രഹ്മതത്വം നാരായണഃ പരാ നാരായണ പരോ ജ്യോതിരാത്മാ നാരായണഃ പരാ യച്ഛ കിഞ്ച ജഗത്യസ്മിൻ ദൃശ്യത്തെ ശ്രൂയതേപി വാ അന്തർബഹിശ്ച തത്സർവം വ്യാപ്യ നാരായണ സ്ഥിതാ അനന്തമവ്യയം കവിയും സമുദ്രേന്തം വിശ്വതോമുഖം പത്മകോശ പ്രതീകാശവും ഹൃദയം ചാപ്യഥോമുഖം ഹൃദയം തദ്വിജാനീയാദ്വിശ്വം നാരായണവും ഹരിം അധോ ഹി കാവികസ്ത്യാന്തേനാഭ്യാമുപരി തിഷ്ഠതി സന്തതൗം സിരാഭിസ്തുലംബത്യാകോശസന്നിഭം തസ്യാന്തേ സുഷിരൗം സൂക്ഷ്മം തസ്മിൻ സർവം പ്രതിഷ്ഠിതം ജ്വാലമാലാകുലം ഭാതി വിശ്വസ്യായതനം മഹൽ തസ്യ മധ്യേ മഹാനഗ്നരൂ വിശ്വാർച്ചരൂ വിശ്വതോ മുഖാ സോഗ്രഭുഗ്വിഭജൻ തിഷ്ഠന്നാഹാരമജരഃ കവീ തിര്യകൂർധ്വമധശായീരശ്മയസ്തസ്യ സന്തതാ സന്താപയതി സ്വന്ദേഹമാപാദതലമസ്തകാൽ തസ്യ മധ്യേ വഹ്നിശിഖാ അനീയോർധ്വാവ്യവസ്ഥിതാ നീലതോ യദമധ്യസ്ഥാ വിദ്യുല്ലേഖേവ ഭാസ്വരാ നിവാരശൂകവത്തന്വീ പീതാഭാസാത്യനോപമാ തസ്യാः ശിഖായാ മധ്യേ പരമാത്മാ വ്യവസ്ഥിതാ യദ്വേദാദൗ സ്വരഃ പ്രോക്തോ വേദാന്തേ ച പ്രതിഷ്ഠിതാ തസ്യ പ്രകൃതിലീനസ്യ യഃ പരഃ സ മഹേശ്വരാ സ ബ്രഹ്മാ സ ഹരിഃ സ ശിവഃ സേന്ദ്രഃ സോക്ഷരഃ പരമസ്വരാൽ. ഓം നമോ നാരായണായ വിഷ്ണവേ നമഃ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ ധന്വന്തരേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ ഓം മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ ഓം മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. സർവാമയ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वामय विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय महाविष्णवे स्वाहा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. അച്യുതാനന്ദ ഗോവിന്ദ വിഷ്ണോ ധന്വന്തരേ ഹരേ വാസുദേവാഖിലാനസ്യ രോഗാന്നാശയനാശയാം. അച്യുതാനന്ദ ഗോവിന്ദ വിഷ്ണോ ധന്വന്തരേ ഹരേ വാസുദേവാഖിലാനസ്യ രോഗാന്നാശയനാശയാം. അച്യുതാനന്ദ ഗോവിന്ദ വിഷ്ണോ ധന്വന്തരേ ഹരേ വാസുദേവാഖിലാനസ്യ രോഗാന്നാശയനാശയാം. അച്യുതാനന്ദ ഗോവിന്ദ വിഷ്ണോ നാരായണാമൃതാം രോഗാന്മേ നാശയാശേഷാനാശു ധന്വന്തരേ ഹരേ. അച്യുതാനന്ദ ഗോവിന്ദ വിഷ്ണോ നാരായണാമൃതാം രോഗാന്മേ നാശയാശേഷാനാശു ധന്വന്തരേ ഹരേ. ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ വൗഷട്ട്.
We'll be having Dhanvantri Ashtotram. The papers are given to students already. He will be leading you. You can repeat after.
त्रैलोक्यनाथाय नमः। വേണോ? ആ. ആ. Can we start? Om Dhanvantaraye Namaha. Om Adidevaya Namaha. Om Surasuravanditaya Namaha. Om Vayasthapakaya Namaha. Om Sarvamayadhvamsakaya Namaha. Om Bhayapahaya Namaha. Om Mrityunjayaya Namaha. Om Vividhaushadhadatre Namaha. Om Sarveshwaraya Namaha. Om Shankhachakraya Namaha. Om Amritakalashahastaya Namaha. Om Shalyatantra Visharadaya Namaha. Om Divyaushadhadharaya Namaha. Om Karunamrtasagaraya Namaha. Om Sukhakaraya Namaha. Om Shastrakriya Kushalaya Namaha. Om Dhiraya Namaha. Om Nirihaya Namaha. Om Shubhadaya Namaha. Om Mahadayalave Namaha. Om Sangasuta Vedavedyaya Namaha. Om Bhishaktamaya Namaha. Om Pranadaya Namaha. Om Vidvadvaraya Namaha. Om Artatranaparayanaaya Namaha. Om Ayurveda Pracharakaya Namaha. Om Ashtanga Yoga Nipunaya Namaha. Om Jagaduddharakaya Namaha. Om Anuttamaya Namaha. Om Sarvajñaya Namaha. Om Vishnave Namaha. Om Samanadhikavarjitaya Namaha. Om Sarvaprani Suhrde Namaha. Sarvamangalakaraya Namaha. Om Sarvarthadatre Namaha. Om Mahamedhavine Namaha. Om Amritamayaya Namaha. Om Satyasandhaya Namaha. Om Ashritajanavatsalaya Namaha. Om Amritashayaya Namaha. Om Amritavapushe Namaha. Om Prananilayaya Namaha. Om Pundarikakshaya Namaha. Om Pranajivanaya Namaha. Om Janmamrityujaratidaya Namaha. Om Sadgadipradaya Namaha. ఓం మహోత్సాహాయ నమః. ఓం సమస్తభక్తసుఖదాత్రే నమః. ఓం సహిష్ణవే నమః. ఓం సిద్ధాయ నమః. ఓం శమాత్మనే నమః. ఓం వైద్యరత్నాయ నమః. ఓం అమర్త్యవే నమః. ఓం మహాగురవే నమః. ఓం అమృతాంశోద్భవాయ నమః. ఓం క్షేమకృతే నమః. ఓం వంశవర్ధనాయ నమః. ఓం వీతభయాయ నమః. ఓం ప్రాణప్రదే నమః. ఓం క్షీరాబ్ధిజన్మనే నమః. ఓం చంద్రసహోదరాయ నమః. ఓం సర్వలోకైకవందితాయ నమః. ఓం పరబ్రహ్మణే నమః. ఓం యజ్ఞభోక్త్రే నమః. ఓం పుణ్యశ్లోకాయ నమః. ఓం పూజ్యపాదాయ నమః. ఓం సనాతనతమాయ నమః. ఓం స్వస్తిదాయ నమః. ఓం దీర్ఘాయుష్కారకాయ నమః. ఓం పురాణపురుషోత్తమాయ నమః. ఓం అమరప్రభవే నమః. ఓం అమృతాయ నమః. ఓం నారాయణాయ నమః. ఓం ఔషధాయ నమః. ఓం సర్వానుకూలాయ నమః. ఓం శోకనాశనాయ నమః. ఓం లోకబంధవే నమః. ఓం నానారోగార్తిభంజనాయ నమః. ఓం ప్రజానాం జీవహేతవే నమః. ఓం ప్రజారక్షణదీక్షితాయ నమః. ఓం శుక్లవాససే నమః. ఓం పురుషార్థప్రదాయ నమః. ఓం ప్రశాంతాత్మనే నమః. ఓం భక్తసర్వార్థసాధకాయ నమః. ఓం భోగభాగ్యప్రదాత్రే నమః. ఓం మహైశ్వర్యదాయకాయ నమః. ఓం లోకశల్యహృదే నమః. ఓం చతుర్భుజాయ నమః. ఓం నవరత్నవిభూషితాయ నమః. ఓం నిస్సీమమహిమ్నే నమః. ఓం కోవిదానాం పతయే నమః. ఓం దివోదాసాయ నమః. ఓం ప్రాణాచార్యాయ నమః. ఓం భిషంమణయే నమః. ఓం త్రైలోక్యనాథాయ నమః. ఓం భక్తిగమ్యాయ నమః. ఓం తేజోనిధయే నమః. ఓం కాలకాలాయ నమః. ఓం పరమార్థగురవే నమః. ఓం జగదానందదాయకాయ నమః. ఓం ఆదివైద్యాయ నమః. ഓം ശ്രീരംഗനിലയായ നമഃ. ഓം സർവജനസേവിതായ നമഃ. ഓം ലക്ഷ്മീപതയേ നമഃ. ഓം സർവലോകരക്ഷകായ നമഃ. ഓം കാവേരീസ്നാനസന്തുഷ്ടായ നമഃ. ഓം സർവാഭീഷ്ടപ്രദായ നമഃ. ഓം ധന്വന്തരയേ നമഃ. ഓം ക്ഷീരോദന്വത്പ്രദേശേ ശുചിമണ്ഡലസത്സൈകതൈർമൗക്തികാനാം മാലാക്ലുപ്താസനസ്ഥസ്ഫടികമണിഭൈർമൗക്തികൈർമണ്ഡിതാംഗഃ ശുഭ്രൈരഭ്രൈരദഭ്രൈരുപരിവ്രജതൈർമുക്തപീയൂഷവർഷൈः ആനന്ദീനഃ പുനീയാദരിനളിനഗദാ ശംഖപാണിർമുകുന്ദഃ ഭൂപാദു. ഓം വഷൽക്കാരായ നമഃ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ. ഓം വിശ്വസ്മൈ നമഃ. ഓം ഓം വിശ്വം വിഷ്ണുർവഷട്കാരോ ഭൂതഭവ്യഭവത്പ്രഭുഃ ഭൂതകൃദ്ഭൂതഭൃദ്ഭാവോ ഭൂതാത്മാ ഭൂതഭാവനഃ ഭൂതാത്മാ പരമാത്മാ ച മുക്താനാം പരമാഗതിഃ അവ്യയഃ പുരുഷः സാക്ഷി ക്ഷേത്രജ്ഞോക്ഷര ഏവ ച യോഗോ യോഗവിദാം നേതാ പ്രധാനപുരുഷേശ്വരः നാരസിംഹപുഃ ശ്രീമാൻ കേശവപുരുഷോത്തമः സർവശർവശിवस्थाणुर्भूताधिर्निधिरव्ययः സംഭവോ ഭാവനോ ഭർത്താ പ്രഭവഃ പ്രഭുരീശ്വരः സ്വയംഭൂ ശംഭുരാദിത്യഃ പുഷ്കരാക്ഷോ മഹാസ്വനഃ അനാദിനിധനോ ധാതാ വിധാതാ ധാതുരുത്തമഃ അപ്രമേയോ ഋഷീകേശഃ പത്മനാഭോമരപ്രഭുഃ വിശ്വകർമാ മനുസ്ത്വഷ്ടാ സ്ഥവിഷ്ഠസ്ഥവിരോ ധ്രുവഃ അഗ്രാഹ്യഃ ശാശ്വതഃ കൃഷ്ണോ ലോഹിതാക്ഷഃ പ്രദർദനഃ പ്രഭൂതസ്ത്രികകുദ്ധാമ പവിത്രം മംഗളം പരം ഈശാനഃ പ്രാണദഃ പ്രാണോ ജ്യേഷ്ഠഃ ശ്രേഷ്ഠഃ പ്രജാപതിഃ ഹിരണ്യഗർഭോ ഭൂഗർഭോ മാധവോ മധുസൂദനഃ ഈശ്വരോ വിക്രമീ ധന്വീ മേധാവീ വിക്രമക്രമഃ അണുത്തമോ ദുരാധർഷഃ കൃതജ്ഞഃ കൃതിരാത്മവാൻ സുരേശഃ ശരണം ശർമ്മ വിശ്വരേതാ പ്രജാഭവഃ അഹഃ സംവത്സരോ വ്യാളഃ പ്രത്യയഃ സർവദർശനഃ യഃ സർവേശ്വരഃ സിദ്ധിഃ സർവാദിരച്യുതഃ വൃഷാകപിരമേയാത്മാ സർവയോഗവിനിസൃതഃ വസുർവസുമനാ സത്യഃ സമാത്മാ സംവിതഃ സമഃ അമോഘഃ പുണ്ഡരീകാക്ഷോ വൃഷകർമാ വൃഷാകൃതിഃ രുദ്രോ ബഹുദ്രാവൃഷയോനിശിശ്രവാः അമൃതശാസ്ത്രസ്ഥാണുർവരാരോഹോ മഹാതപാः സർവഗഃ സർവവിദ്വാനുർവിശ്വക്സേനോ ജനാർദ്ദനഃ വേദോ വേദവിദവ്യംഗോ വേദാംഗോ വേദവിത്കവിഃ ലോകാധ്യക്ഷസുരാധ്യക്ഷോ ധർമാധ്യക്ഷഃ കൃതാകൃതഃ ചതുരാത്മാ ചതുർവ്യൂഹ ചതുർദംഷ്ട്രശ്ചതുർഭുജഃ ഭ്രാജുഷ്ണുർഭോജനം ഭോക്താ സഹിഷ്ണുർജഗദാദിജഃ
അനഘോവിതയോ ചേതോ വിശ്വയോനി പ്രണവസുഃ അപേന്ദ്രോ വാമനഃ പാംശോ മോചാത്
സർഗോ ധൃതാത്മാ നിയമോ യമഃ വേദ്യോ വൈദ്യഃ സദാ യോഗീ വീരധാമാധവോ മധുഃ
അതേന്ദ്രിയോ മഹാമായോ മഹോത്സാഹോ മഹാബലഃ
മഹാബുദ്ധിർമഹാവീര്യോ മഹാശക്തിർമഹാദിതിഃ അനിർദേശവപുഃ ശ്രീമാനമേയാത്മാ മഹാദൃഢക് മഹേശ്വാസോ മഹീവർത്താ ശ്രീനിവാസഃ സതാംഗതിഃ അനിരുദ്ധസുരാനന്ദോ ഗോവിന്ദോ ഗോവിതാംപതിഃ മരീചർദ്ദമനോഹംസഃ സുപർണോ ഭുജഗോത്തമഃ ഹിരണ്യനാഭസുതപാഃ പത്മനാഭഃ പ്രജാപതിഃ അമൃത്യഃ സർവദൃക്സിംഹഃ സന്ധാതാ സന്ധിമാൻ സ്ഥിരഃ അജോ ദുർമർഷണഃ ശാസ്താ വിശ്രുതാത്മാ സുരാരിഃ ഗുരുർഗുരുതമോ ധാമ സത്യഃ സത്യപരാക്രമഃ നിമിഷോ നിമിഷസ്രഗ്വീ വാചസ്പതിരുദാരധീഃ അഗ്രണീർഗ്രാമണീ ശ്രീമാൻ ന്യായോ നേതാ സമീരണഃ സഹസ്രമൂർധാ വിശ്വാത്മാ സഹസ്രാക്ഷഃ സഹസ്രപാത് ആവർത്തനോ നിവൃത്താത്മാ സംവൃതഃ സംപ്രമർദ്ദനഃ അഹഃ സംവർത്തകോ വഹ്നിരനിലോധരണീധരഃ സുപ്രസാദ പ്രസന്നാത്മാ വിശ്വധൃക്വിശ്വഭുക്തിഭുഃ സത്കർത്താ സത്കൃതഃ സാധുർജഹ്നുർനാരായണോ നരഃ അസംഖ്യേയോ പ്രമേയാത്മാ വിശിഷ്ടശിഷ്ടകൃച്ഛുചിഃ സിദ്ധാർത്ഥഃ സിദ്ധസങ്കൽപ്പഃ സിദ്ധിദഃ സിദ്ധിസാധനഃ വൃഷാഹി വൃഷഭോ വിഷ്ണുർവൃഷപർവാ വൃഷോദരഃ വർദ്ധനോ വർദ്ധമാനശ്ച വിവിക്തഃ ശ്രുതിസാഗരഃ സുഭുജോ ദുർധരോ വാഗ്മീ മഹേന്ദ്രോ വസുദോ വസുഃ നൈകരൂപോ ബൃഹദ്രൂപഃ ശിപിവിഷ്ടഃ പ്രകാശനഃ ഓജസ്തേജോ ദ്യുതിധരഃ പ്രകാശാത്മാ പ്രതാപനഃ വൃദ്ധസ്പഷ്ടാക്ഷരോ മന്ത്രശ്ചന്ദ്രാംശുർഭാസ്കരദ്യുതിഃ अमृतांशोद्भवो भानुशशबिन्दुसुरेश्वरः औषधं जगतस्सेतुः सत्यधर्मपराक्रमः भूतभव्यभवन्नाथः पवनः पावनो नलः कामः कामकृत्कान्धः कामः कामप्रदप्रभुः युगादिकृत्युगावर्तो नैकमायो महाशनः अदृश्यो व्यक्तरूपश्च सहस्रजिदनन्दजित् इष्टो विशिष्टः शिष्टेष्टः शिखण्डी नहुषो वृषः क्रोधः क्रोधकर्ता विश्वबाहुर्महीधरः अच्युतः प्रचितः प्राणः प्राणदो वासवानुजः अपां निधिरधिष्ठानमप्रमत्तः प्रतिष्ठितः स्कन्दस्कन्दधरो धुर्यो वरदो वायुवाहनः वासुदेवो बृहद्भानुरादिदेवः पुरन्दरः अशोकस्तारणस्तारः शूरः शौर्यर्जनेश्वरः अनुकूलश्रुतावर्तः पत्नी पद्मनिभेक्षणः पद्मनाभोरविन्दाक्षः पद्मगर्भः शरीरभृत् महर्धृद्धो वृद्धात्मा महाक्षोगिरध्वजः अतुलश्वरभो भीमः समयज्ञो हविर्हरिः सर्वलक्षणलक्षण्यो लक्ष्मीवान् समितिं जयः विक्षरो रोहितो मार्गो हेतुर्दामोदरः सः महीधरो महाभागो वेगवानमिताशनः उद्भवः क्षोभणो देवः श्रीगर्भः परमेश्वरः कर्णङ्कारणं कर्ता विकर्ता गहनो गुहः व्यवसायो विवस्थान संस्थानस्थानदो ध्रुवः परर्धिः परमस्पष्टस्तुष्टः पुष्टः शुभेक्षणः रामो विरामो विरतो मार्गो नेयो नयो नयः वीरः शक्तिमतां श्रेष्ठो धर्मो धर्मविदुत्तमः वैकुण्ठः पुरुषः प्राणः प्राणदः प्रणवप्रसुः हिरण्यगर्भः शत्रुघ्नो व्याप्तो वायुरधोक्षजः ऋतुः सुदर्शनः कालः परमेष्ठी परिग्रहः उग्रः संवत्सरो दक्षो विश्रामो विशुदक्षिणः विस्तारस्थावरस्थाणुः प्रमाणं बीजमव्ययम् अर्थोनर्थो महाकोशो महाभोगो महाधनः अनिर्विण्णस्थविष्ठो भूर्धर्मयूपो महामखः नक्षत्रनेमिर्नक्षत्री क्षमः क्षामः समीहनः यज्ञ इज्यो महेज्यश्च कृतः सत्त्वं सुताङ्गतिः सर्वदर्शी मुक्तात्मा सर्वज्ञो ज्ञानमुत्तमम् सुहृदः सुमुखः सूक्ष्मः सुघोषः सुखदः सुहृत् मनोहरोचितक्रोधो वीरबाहुर्विदारणः स्वापनस्वशो व्यापी नैकात्मा नैककर्मकृतम् वत्सरो वत्सलो वत्सी रत्नगर्भो धनेश्वरः धर्मगुप्धर्मकृद्धर्मी सतसक्षरमक्षरम् अविज्ञाता सहस्रांशुर्विधाता कृतलक्षणः गभस्तिनेमिस्तत्त्वस्थः सिंहो भूतमहेश्वरः आदिदेवो महादेवो देवेशो देवभृद्गुरुः उत्तरो गोपचर्गोप्ता ज्ञानगम्यः पुरातनः शरीरभूतभृद्भोक्ता कपीन्द्रो भूरिदक्षिणः सोमपोमृतपः सोमः पुरुजिल्पुरुसत्तमः विनियोजे सत्यसन्धो दाशार्हस्तातुताम्पतिः जीवोपनीता साक्षी मुकुन्दोमितविक्रमः अम्भोनिधिरनन्दात्मा महोदधिशयोऽन्तकः अजो महार्हः स्वाभाव्यो जिदामित्रः प्रमोदनः आनन्दोनन्दनो नन्दसतिधर्मा त्रिविक्रमः महर्षिः कपिलाचार्यः कृतज्ञो मेदिनीपतिः त्रिपदस्त्रदशाध्यक्षो महाशृङ्गः कृतान्तकृत् महावराहो गोविन्दः सुषेणः कनकाङ्गदी गुह्यो गभीरो गहनो गुप्तश्चक्रगदाधरः वेधास्वाङ्गोजितः कृष्णो दृढः सङ्कर्षणोच्युतः वरुणो वारुणो वृक्षः पुष्कराक्षो महामनाः भगवान् भगहानन्दी वनमालीहलायुधः आदित्यो ज्योतिरादित्य सहिष्णुर्गतिसत्तमः सुधन्वाखण्डपरशुर्दारुणो द्रविणप्रतः दिविस्पृक्सरो दृग्व्यासो वाचस्पतिरयो निजः त्रिसामासामगस्साम निर्वाणं भेषजं भिषकं सन्न्यासकृच्छमशान्दो निष्ठा शान्तिः परायणम् शुभाङ्गशान्तिदस्रष्टा कुमुदः कुवलेशयः गोहितो गोपजर्गोप्ता वृषभाक्षो वृषप्रियः अनिवर्तीति वृत्तात्मा संक्षेप्ताक्षेमकृच्छिवः श्रीवत्सवक्षा श्रीवास श्रीपति श्रीमताम्बरः श्रीधः श्रीश श्रीनिवास श्रीनिधि श्रीभावनः श्रीधर श्रीकर श्रेय श्रीमान् लोकत्रयाश्रयः स्वक्षस्वङ्गशदानन्दो नन्दिर्ज्योतिर्गणेश्वरः विजितात्मा विधेयात्मा सत्कीर्तिच्छिन्न संशयः उदीर्णः सर्वतश्चक्षुरणीशः शाश्वतस्थिरः भूषयो भूषणो भूतिर्विशोकः शोकनाशनः अर्चिष्मानच्युतः कुम्भो विशुद्धात्मा विशोधनः अनिरुद्धो प्रतिहृतः प्रद्युम्नोमितविक्रमः कालनेमिः शौरिः शूरः शूरजनेश्वरः त्रिलोकात्मा त्रिलोकेशः केशवः केशिया हरिः कामदेवः कामपालः कामी कामदकृतागमः अनिर्देशो पुर्विष्णुर्वीरो नन्दोधनं जयः ब्रह्मण्यो ब्रह्मकृद्ब्रह्मा ब्रह्म ब्रह्मविवर्धनः ब्रह्मविद्ब्राह्मणो ब्रह्मी ब्रह्मज्ञो ब्राह्मणप्रियः महाक्रमो महाकर्मा महातेजा महोरगः महाक्रतुर्महायज्वा महायज्ञो महाहविः स्तव्यस्तवप्रियस्तोत्रं स्तुतिस्तोतारणप्रियः पूर्णः पूरयिता पुण्यः पुण्यकीर्तनामयः मनोजवस्तीर्थकरो वसुरेता वसुप्रतः वसुप्रदो वासुदेवो वसुर्वसुमनाहविः सद्गतिः सत्कृतिः सत्ता सद्भूतिः सत्परायणः शूरसेनो यदुश्रेष्ठः सन्निवासस्तु यामुनः भूतावासो वासुदेवः सर्वासुनिलयो नलः दर्पः दर्पदो दृप्तो दुर्धरोऽथापराजितः विश्वमूर्तिर्महामूर्तिर्दीप्तमूर्तिरमूर्तिमान् अनेकमूर्तिरव्यक्तशतमूर्तिशताननः एकोनैकस्तवः किञ्यत्तत्पदमनुत्तमम् लोकबन्धुर्लोकनाथो माधवो भक्तवत्सलः सुवर्णवर्णो हेमाङ्गो वराङ्गश्चन्दनाङ्गदी वीरः विषमशून्यो घृताशीरचलश्चलः मानीमानदो मान्यो लोकस्वामी त्रिलोकधृक् सुमेधा मेधयोधन्यः सत्यमेधाधराधरः तेजो वृषो द्युतिधरः सर्वशस्त्रभृताम्बरः प्रग्रहो निग्रहो व्यग्रो नैकशृङ्गो गदाग्रजः चतुर्मूर्ति चतुर्बाहु चतुर्व्यूह चतुर्गतिः चतुरात्मा चतुर्भाव चतुर्वेदविदेकपात् समावर्तो निवर्तात्मा दुर्जयो दुरतिक्रमः दुर्लभो दुर्गमो दुर्गो दुरावासो दुरारिहा शुभाङ्गो लोकसारङ्गस्तन् दुस्तन्तुवर्धनः इन्द्रकर्मा महाकर्मा कृतकर्मा कृतागमः उद्भवः सुन्दरः सुन्दो रत्ननाभः सुलोचनः अर्को वाजसनः शृङ्गी जयन्दस्रविज्जयी सुवर्णबिन्दुरक्षोभ्यः सर्ववागीश्वरेश्वरः महाहृदो महागर्तो महाभूतो महानिधिः कुमुदः कुन्दरः कुन्दः पर्जन्यः पावनो निलः अमृताशो मृतवपुः सर्वज्ञः सर्वतोमुखः सुलभः सुहृदः सिद्धशत्रुजिच्छत्रुतापनः निग्रोथोदुम्बरो श्वस्थश्चाणूरान्ध्रनिषूदनः सहस्राचिः सप्तजिह्वः सप्तैधा सप्तवाहनः चिन्त्यो भयकृद्भयनाशनः अणुर्बृहत्स्थूलो गुणभर्निर्गुणो महान् अधृतः सुधृतः स्वास्य प्राग्वंशो वंशवर्धनः भारभृत्कथितो योगी योगीशः सर्वकामदः आश्रमश्रमणः क्षामः सुवर्णो वायुवाहनः धनुर्धरो धनुर्वेदो दण्डो दमयितातमः अपराजितः सर्वसहो नियन्ता नियमो यमः सत्त्वान् सात्विकः सत्यः सत्यधर्मपरायणः अभिप्रायः प्रियार्होर्हः प्रियकृत्प्रीतिवर्धनः विहाय सकतिर्ज्योतिः सुरुचिरुहुतभुक्तिभुः रविर्विरोचनः सूर्यः सवितारविलोचनः अनन्दोहुतभुक्भोक्ता सुखदो नैकजोग्रजः अनिर्विण्णः सदामर्षि लोकाधिष्ठानमद्भुतः सनात्सनातनतमः कपिलः कपिरव्ययः स्वस्तिदस्वस्ति कृत्स्वस्ति स्वस्ति भुक्तस्ति दक्षिणः अरौद्रः कुण्डली चक्री विक्रम्यूर्जितशासनः शब्दादिगः शब्दसः शिशिरः शर्वरीकरः अक्रूरः पेशलो दक्षो दक्षिणः क्षमिणाम्बरः विद्वत्तमो वीतभयः पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः उत्तारणो दुष्कृतिः पुण्यो दुःस्वप्ननाशनः वीरः रक्षणस्तन्दो जीवनः पर्यवस्थितः अनन्दरूपो नन्दश्रीर्जितमन्युर्भयापहः चतुरश्रो गभीरात्मा विदिशो व्यादिशो दिशः अनादिर्भूर्भुवो लक्ष्मीः सुवीरो रुचिराङ्गदः जननो जनजन्मादिर्भीमो भीमपराक्रमः आधारनिलयोधाता पुष्पहासः प्रजागरः ऊर्ध्वगः सल्पथाचारः प्राणदप्रणवप्रणः प्रमाणं प्राणनिलयः प्राणभृत्प्राणजीवनः तत्त्वं तत्त्वविदेकात्मा जन्ममृत्युजरादिगः भूर्भुवस्वस्तरुस्तारः सविता प्रपितामहः यज्ञो यज्ञपतिर्यज्वा यज्ञाङ्गो यज्ञवाहनः यज्ञभर्त्यज्ञकृत्यज्ञी यज्ञभुक्यज्ञसाधनः यज्ञान्दकृत्यज्ञगुह्यमन्नमन्नाद एव च आत्मयोनिः स्वयं जातो वैखानः सामगायनः देवकीनन्दनस्रष्टाक्षरीशः पापनाशनः शङ्खभर्नन्दकी चक्री शार्ङ्गधन्वा गदाधरः यथाङ्गपाणिरक्षोभ्यः सर्वप्रहरणायुधः ॐ श्री सर्वप्रहरणायुध ॐ नम इति शार्ङ्गी शङ्खी चक्री च नन्दकी श्रीमान्नारायणो विष्णुर्वासुदेवोऽभिरक्षतु वनमालीगदी शार्ङ्गी शङ्खी चक्री च नन्दकी श्रीमान्नारायणो विष्णुर्वासुदेवोऽभिरक्षतु वनमालीगदी शार्ङ्गी शङ्खी चक्री च नन्दकी श्रीमान्नारायणो विष्णुर्वासुदेवोऽभिरक्षतु वासुदेवोऽभिरक्षत्वं नम इति ईश्वर उवाच श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तस्तुल्यं राम नाम वराणने श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तस्तुल्यं राम नाम वराणने श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तस्तुल्यं राम नाम वराणने श्रीराम नाम वराणन ओं नम इति श्रीभगवानुवाच अनन्याश्चिन्तयन्तो मां ये जनाः पर्युपासते तेषां नित्याभियुक्तानां योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहं परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्मसंस्थापनार्थाय सम्भवामि युगे युगे आर्ताविषण्णा शिथिलाश्च भीताः घोरेषु च व्याधिषु वर्तमानाः संकीर्त्य नारायण शब्दमात्रं विमुक्तदुःखाः सुखिनो भवन्ति मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृतेः स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि മാത്രാഹീനം തു യദ്ഭവേത് തത്സർവം ക്ഷമ്യതാം ദേവനാരായണ നമോസ്തുതേ. വിസർഗബിന്ദു മാത്രാണി പദപാദാക്ഷരാണി ച ന്യൂനാനി ചാതിരിക്താനി ക്ഷമസ്വ പുരുഷോത്തമ. അന്യഥാ ശരണം നാസ്തി ത്വമേവ ശരണം മമ. തസ്മാത് കാരുണ്യഭാവേന രക്ഷ രക്ഷ ജനാർദ്ദന. All please stand up and do pradakshina, atma pradakshina 4 times. அங்கே நின்ன இடத்துலயே 4 வாட்டி ரைட் சைடுல கிளாக் வைஸ்ல 4 வாட்டி பிரதட்சணம் பண்ணுங்க. ஓம் யானி காணி ச பாபானி ஜன்மாந்தர கிருதானி ச தானி தானி வினஷ்யந்தி பிரதக்ஷிண பதே பதே. பிரகிருஷ்ட பாபநாசாய பிரகிருஷ்ட பல சித்தயே பிரதக்ஷிணம் கரோமி த்வாம் பிரசீத புருஷோத்தமா. அச்சுதானந்த கோவிந்த விஷ்ணு நாராயணாமிருதாம் ரோகான் மே நாசயா சேஷான் ஆசு தன்வந்தரே ஹரே. மகாதீபாராதனம், பூர்ணாಹುதி மகாதீபாராதனம். ஓம் யச்சந்தசாம்ருஷபோ விஸ்வரூபச்சந்தோபியோத்யமிருதாத் சம்பபூவா சமேந்திரோ மேधया ஸ்ப்ருணோத்வமிருதஸ்ய தேவதாரணோ பூயாசம். शरीरं मे विदर्शनं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा. कर्णाभ्यां भूरि विश्रुवं ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहिता. श्रुतं मे गोपाया आवहं देवि तन्वाना कुरुवाणा चीरमात्मना. वासांसि मम गावश्चान्नपाने च सर्वदा ततो मे श्रियमावह. लोमशां पशुभिः सह स्वाहा आमायन्तु ब्रह्मचारिणः स्वाहा. यशोजने सानि स्वाहा श्रेयान्वस्यसोऽसानि स्वाहा. तन्त्वा भगप्रविशानि स्वाहा समाभगप्रविश स्वाहा. तस्मिन् सहस्रशाखे निभगाहं त्वयि मृजे स्वाहा. यथापः प्रवतायन्ति यथा मासा अहर्जरम् ഏവം മാം ബ്രഹ്മചാരിണോ ധാതരായന്തു സർവതഃ സ്വാഹാ പ്രതിവേശോऽसि പ്രമാഭാഹി പ്രമാപദ്യസ്വ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ ധന്വന്തരയേ അമൃതകലശഹസ്തായ സർവാമയ വിനാശനായ ത്രൈലോക്യനാഥായ ഓം മഹാവിഷ്ണവേ സ്വാഹ. വൗഷക് ഓം വിഷ്ണോർന്നുകം വീര്യാണി പ്രവോചൈന്യഃ പാർത്ഥിവാനി വിമമേ രജാംസി യോ അസ്കഭായദുത്തരൗം സധസ്ഥം വിചക്രമാണ ത്രേധോരുഗായോ വിഷ്ണോരരാടമസി വിഷ്ണോ പൃഷ്ഠമസി വിഷ്ണോശ്നപ്ത്രേസ്ഥോ വിഷ്ണോസ്യൂരസി വിഷ്ണോർധ്രുവമസി വൈഷ്ണവമസി വിഷ്ണവേ ത്വാം അഗ്നേ നയ സുപഥാരായേ അസ്മാൻ വിശ്വാനി ദേവവയുനാനി വിദ്വാൻ യുയോധ്യസ്മജ്ജുഹുരാണമേനോ ഭൂയിഷ്ഠാം തേ നമ ഉക്തിം വിധേമ. ഇദം വിഷ്ണുർവിചക്രമേ ത്രേധാനി ദധേ പദം സമൂഢമസ്യ പാംസുരേ യജ്ഞേന യജ്ഞമയജന്ത ദേവാസ്താനി ധർമാണി പ്രഥമാന്യാസൻ തേഹനാകം മഹിമാനഃ സജന്തെ യത്ര പൂർവേ സാധ്യാഃ സന്തി ദേവാ. താ വിഷ്ണോ പാഹി പാഹി യജ്ഞം പാഹി യജ്ഞപതിം പാഹി മാം യജ്ഞനിയം.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. I request our principal sir to escort VC sir to the dais. So we request you to come and take the dais and we begin the formal function. Thank you, sir. Relax.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. We begin now Sjsach-Shishyopanayaneeyam formal function with a prayer song. मैत्रीं भजत किल गृजत्रीं मैत्रीं भजत अखिल गृजत्रीम् आत्मवदेव परानपि पश्यत आत्मवदेव परानपि पश्यत युद्धं त्यजत स्पर्धां त्यजत युद्धं त्यजत स्पर्धां त्यजत त्यजत परेषु आक्रममाक्रमणम् त्यजत परेषु आक्रममाक्रमणम् मैत्रीं भजत अखिल ऋजत्रीं मैत्रीं भजत अखिल ऋजत्रीं जननी पृथ्वी कामदुःखास्ते जननी पृथ्वी कामदुःखास्ते जनको देवः सकल दयालु जनको देवः सकल दयालु धाम्यत दत्त दयत्वं जनत धाम्यत दत्त दयत्वं जनत श्रेयो भूयात् सकल जनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकल जनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकल जनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकल जनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकल जनानां
Thank you. On this auspicious day of Sjsach-Shishyopanayaneeyam, the induction ceremony of the newly joined students for UG and PG, our Mahaswami Mandapa is even more glorified by the presence of dignitaries, Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. S.V. Raghavan sir on the dais, our Dean of Sjsach-Shishyopanayaneeyam Vishwa Mahavidyalaya, Professor Dr. K. Venkatramanan sir, our Principal, Professor Dr. Chittaranjan Das, Sri Jayendra Saraswati Ayurveda College and Hospital, our Vice Principal and Medical Superintendent, Professor Dr. Praveen sir, AO sir, Shankar Narayan sir, and dignitaries, faculties from university, Hema ma'am, Associate Professor and Head of Department of Commerce, and Jayalakshmi ma'am, all the other faculties, teaching staffs and non-teaching staffs of Ayurveda College and Hospital, parents and dear students. Now we begin the formal function. I request our Dean Sir, Sri Chandrasekharendra Saraswati Vishwa Mahavidyalaya, Professor Dr. K. Venkatramanan Sir, who has been the source of implementing all the ideas to make it happen, a great guiding force and great support to deliver the welcome address.
Humble pranams to the lotus feet of Acharyas of Sri Kanchikamakoti Peetam. So today, the inaugural function has started with an auspicious homam. On this auspicious occasion, I wholeheartedly welcome the president of today's function, Professor Dr. S.V. Raghavan, Honorable Vice Chancellor of our university, who has kindly accepted our invitation and has come amongst his busy schedule to deliver the presidential address on this inaugural function. So, dear students and parents, I would like to say a few words about our Honorable Vice Chancellor so that you can know under whose guidance you are going to start your career. Professor Dr. S.V. Raghavan, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, served as Scientific Secretary to Prime Minister's Office, Government of India for 5 years. He was the Professor of Computer Science and Engineering from IIT Madras. He is the Chief Architect of India's biggest project called National Knowledge Network, NKN. And he is affectionately called by the technical people as the father of Network of India. So he is such a big, eminent personality who is presiding over this function, and under his leadership and dynamic guidance, you are all starting your higher education in this campus. So on behalf of the Department of Ayurveda and the MC team, Managing Committee of Ayurveda, and on behalf of all the faculty members, teaching and non-teaching staff members, sir, I welcome you for this inaugural function. I would like to congratulate the parents and students for selecting the right institute for your higher education. As you all know, our institute is the one and only institute in the state of Tamil Nadu to offer UG, PG program and research programs in Ayurveda. So it is such a, it's a very eminent or very unique, yeah. So it's very unique in the sense we have everything under a single roof. So you are all so fortunate that you got a seat like at our institute. So I welcome parents and students for this inaugural function. Hope you will have a very nice stay here and you will shape your, you will get shaped like in all aspects. So once again, I welcome you all for this inaugural function. Welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now we are indeed immensely blessed to hear Anugraha Bhashanam by His Holiness Sri Shankara Vijayendra Saraswati Swamigal, Kanchi Kammakoti Peetam.
योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचां मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन वाकरोक्तं प्रबलं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि। श्री जयेंद्र सरस्वती आयुर्वेद कॉलेज பல வருஷங்களாக ஆயுர்வேத சேவையை சிறப்பான முறையிலே ஆயுர்வேத படிப்பு மற்றும் சிகிச்சையை செய்து வருகிறது. ஆயுர்வேத மேற்படிப்பும் துவங்கப்பட்டு அதுவும் இயங்கி வருகிறது. அதனுடைய புதிய வகுப்புகள் ஆரம்பிக்கப்பட்டு அதன் மூலம் நம்முடைய தேசத்திலே பாரதிய விஞ்ஞானம், இந்தியன் சயின்ஸ் ஒரு முக்கிய பகுதி ஆயுர்வேதம், அவற்றை சிறப்பாக செயல்படுத்துவதற்கு இந்த ஒரு முயற்சியானது நல்ல பலனை அளித்து அனைவருக்கும் ஆரோக்கியம் என்கிற நல்ல உத்தேசத்தை அடைவதற்கு உதவிகரமாக இருப்பதற்கு காமாட்சி அம்மனை பிரார்த்திக்கிறோம். ஹரஹர சங்கர, ஜெய ஜெய சங்கர.
Seek blessings from Mahaswamigal. Here we move forward. We have Dr. Hema Narayanan ma'am, Associate Professor, HOD, Commerce, Shri Chandrasekharendra Saraswati Vishwa Mahavidyalaya. It gives me immense pleasure to invite you to introduce the university, ma'am.
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Vande Sadgurum Chandrasekharam. I offer my body, mind, intellect, and speech onto the holy feet of our Gurus, the Acharyas of Kanchi. A hearty welcome to the budding doctors and the parents who are assembled here, and congratulations for choosing to do your graduation and post-graduation in this unique university in Sri Sjsach-Shishyopanayaneeyam Ayurveda College and Hospital, which is a unit of SCSVMB, Sri Chandrasekharendra Saraswati Vishwa Mahavidyalaya, Enathur, Kanchipuram. Sri Chandrasekharendra Saraswati Vishwa Mahavidyalaya, shortly known as SCSVMB, was established by the Kanchi Kamakoti Peetham Trust, and it is the only university which is run by Kanchi Kamakoti Peetham Trust. It was started as a Sanskrit Education Society in the year 1976, and it became a Mahavidyalaya in the year 1993. And we are completing 30 years of service, 3 decades of service with on 26 May 2023. And we have established academic programs in Sanskrit, Ayurveda, engineering, and management to exemplify the focal points of the intellectual capital, Veda, Vidya, and Vaidya. We at SCSVMB believe that small beginnings, incremental monuments, and sustained progress will lead to monumental possibilities, and we have been growing steadily year after year, and we are crossing 3 decades on 26 May 2023. Now this is, next slide. So this is the logo of Sri Chandrasekharendra Saraswati Vishwa Mahavidyalaya. The illuminous blessing palm symbolizes the vast knowledge that has transcended through the generations. The joining of the thumb and the forefinger signifies the Advaita philosophy, the merger of Brahma and Jiva. It can also be understood as the integration of ancient Vedic knowledge and modern scientific knowledge, for which the university stands unique in the whole of India. The Vyasapida, the wooden pedestal for holding the books, and the Grantha, the palm leaves, represent the Kadigastana, the place of learning, which Kanchi was a seat of learning in days of yore, and Kanchi Kamakoti Peetham Trust took initiatives to rejuvenate Kanchi as a seat of learning, the Kadigastana, and the 18 Vidyasthanams and 64 traditional arts and culture is represented in the logo. The emphasis in SCSVMB is not on mere acquisition of knowledge and its application, but it is on the holistic development of the student and the value system. Education is viewed not as an accumulation of ideas, but as a process of channelizing the perfection, leading to proper development of the faculty of the student, and hence leading to a prosperous career. Once again, I congratulate all the students who have chosen to do your graduation and post-graduation in Ayurveda in our university. Next slide. So ours is a private deemed university run under the aegis of Kanchi Kamakoti Peetham Trust. It is the 6th in India, 2nd in South India, and the 1st in Tamil Nadu. And we have the Faculty of Health Science. The Department of Ayurveda Medicine comes under that. Sri Jayendra Saraswati Ayurveda College and Hospital, Punamalli, this premises. And the Faculty of Engineering and Technology, we have the Mechanical Department, Mechatronics, IT, EEE, Electronics and Communication Engineering, and Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering. Faculty of Commerce and Management, Faculty of Sanskrit and Indian Culture, with which we started as a Nyaya Shastra Vidyalaya in 1976. And we have the Faculty of Education, which runs the B.Ed and M.Ed programs, and the Faculty of Science with BSc in Chemistry, Computer Science Applications, Physics, Maths, and Physical Education. So this is a unique opportunity wherein we can integrate and learn a lot from different faculties. So once again, next slide. So we have the scope of the engineering programs. So when we have the mechanical, there is many institutions in India have either engineering and technology or Ayurveda or arts and science. So we have a plethora of opportunities inside the university because you have all that as a department and you can integrate the knowledge, and there is a lot of scope for cross major learning. And these are the UG programs offered. So Bachelor of Business Administration, Commerce, BSc, MBA, Bachelor of Ayurvedic Medicine and Surgery, and MD and MS, which was started very recently. And these are the facilities that are available in our campus, in SCSVM University Anathur campus. And shortly, there are going to be some developments inside this Punamali campus also. And these are the manuscripts which have been stored for years together. And there are more than 5,000 manuscripts having basis from Shastras, Ayurveda, and many other granthas. So these are being preserved in the library of SCSVM University, and you will have a unique opportunity to visit the campus now and then and do researches on those projects. And this is the Hanuman Vyayam Sala, a modern gym at SCSVMA campus, and you will have a similar gym inside this campus also shortly. So this is the modern gym which is hosted there. And these are the unique features that SCSVMA possesses. The first is a research initiative, as I rightly told you. So there are a lot of departments, faculties available, and you can integrate and do researches in various departments. So you can say, for example, whatever is required for Ayurvedic procedures, you can integrate with the engineering graduates over there, and you can do a joint program or a joint research and come out with a wonderful patent or a new invention or innovation. And the academic ambience, I told you about the investment for Ayurveda is the manuscripts, and those manuscripts are hosted in our library, and you can have access to the library manuscripts, and they are in the process of being digitized. So we have got a project called as Sjsach-Shishyopanayaneeyam, wherein we are in the process of digitizing the manuscripts, and character recognition software is being developed in-house. And there is a thrust on the environment. So through the green cell, so where we have the grain bank feeding the birds on a daily basis so that people understand the motto behind Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam. So the unique opportunity of understanding the entire earth is a family. And we have the wellness initiatives not only in this Ayurveda campus, we do have the initiatives of yoga and sports in both the campuses. And SVMD believes in becoming the best of breed universal learning space, a place that practices the universal vision of Maitreem Bhajata. So we all had the opportunity to hear Maitreem Bhajata. It was a wonderful rendition of the song. And the Maitreem Bhajata talks about cultivating friendship. So with this basis, with a vision of spreading the essence of Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam, this university operates and focusing on not only the acquisition of knowledge and its application, but also on bringing up a holistic development of the individual. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for the excellent overview about our university, Sri Sjsach-Shishyopanayaneeyam Vishwa Mahavidyalaya, for our students to get a good idea about the functions and all features, unique features we have in our university. Thank you so much. Now I request our principal, Professor Dr. Chittaranjan Das sir, to introduce our faculties.
Savaya Namah, Guruvya Namah. My heartfelt pranam to our Guru, Shankara Vijayendra Saraswati Swamigal, respected Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. S.V. Raghavan Sir, Dean Professor Dr. K. Venkataraman Sir, other dignitaries of SCS BMB, my dear parents, faculty member, and beloved student. Today, I take opportunity and pride to introduce all faculty members in front of you. So, Sri Jayendra Saraswati Ayurveda College and Hospital is the department of Sri Chandrasekhara Saraswati Vishwa Mahavidyalaya, which is a private deemed university under Section 3 of UGC Act 1956 and accredited A grade by the NAC, and it is situated in Najaratpet, Punamalli, Chennai. Sri Jayendra Saraswati Ayurveda College was established by the blessings of Sri Jayendra Saraswati Swamiji in the year of 1995 with 30 seats of BMS. Then in 2000, it increased to 40 seats. 2001, it became 50, and in 2019, it became 60. And same 2019, we got opportunity to have 5 department PG, each 6 seats, so total 36 in department of Kaya Chikitsa, Panchakarma, Salyatantra, Prasutantra, and Rasashastra. So, this is the university which is offering from BMS to PhD, and we have 6 recognized guide for PhD, and we are giving in subject concerned PhD to the student. We have 14 departments in Ayurveda campus. It starts with the Sanskrit and the Samhita Siddhanta. This department, it gives the basic knowledge and the ideas of the Samhitas, that is the ancient text of Ayurveda, which is headed by Professor Dr. Swaminathan and Dr. G.R. Chakravarti, Professor, Sanva Priyadarshini, Madam, who is Assistant Professor, and Dr. N. Sridhar, Assistant Professor. Next, we have Kriyasara department, which deals with the human physiology. It is aided by Professor Dr. K.P. Rosni and Dr. Deepak Raja, who is the Associate Professor. Next, Rachana Sarra, that deals with the anatomy part of Ayurveda. It is headed by Dr. Industri Susilan, Associate Professor and Head of the Department, and Lakshmi J, Assistant Professor. Dravya Guna. Dravya Guna department is such a department which will give different idea about the plants. So it is headed by Dr. Nisaraj, Associate Professor and Head of the Department, and Dr. Srinath R, Assistant Professor. Then Rasastra Vaishesha Kalpana, which is giving the manufacture part of our different type of medicines, including Rasoswadi and Kasostodi and different type of Kasaya Dravyas. So it is headed by Dr. Virupaksha Gupta, Professor and Head of the Department, Sarvanan B, Associate Professor, Hariom Sri, Assistant Professor, Sri Lakshmi, Assistant Professor. In this department, we have a PG. Next department is Agatantra and Vyavara Ayurveda, which deals with the toxicology, and this department is headed by Usha Patil. Dr. Usha Patil is the Professor and Head of the Department, and Dr. Vijay Shankar, Assistant Professor. Then we have Roganidan department, which gives idea how to diagnose the disease with different tools. So this is headed by Dr. Kartika R. Nayar, the Assistant Professor. Then we have Swasthavruta and Yoga. So it is headed by Dr. Guru Prasad K, Professor and Head of the Department, and Bindu V, Assistant Professor. We have Prasutantra Sthiriroga, which deals with the gynec and obstetric in Ayurveda part. So it is headed by Dr. L. Venkatratnakar, Professor, and Dr. Swati C, Associate Professor, Amruta V.S, Assistant Professor. In this department, we have a PG. Then we have Komarabhuta department, which deals with the pediatrics. All the children will be treated in this department, and these people are headed by Dr. A.A.N. Uday Kumar, Professor and Head of the Department, Anup A.S. Assistant Professor. Kai Chikitsa. It is internal medicine which deals with all the patient and giving well treatment to the patient. It is headed by Dr. Subhendu Kumar Raut, Subhendu Raut, Professor and Head of the Department, Pradeep Kumar Maharana, Professor, Bipin SG, Associate Professor. We have PG in this department. This Panchakarma department is the bio-cleansing therapy in Ayurveda. We can clean all the toxin matters from the body. It is headed by myself, Dr. Chittaranjan Das, and along with me, Dr. B.S. Probin, Professor and Vice Principal, Dr. Asutosh Chaturvedi, Assistant Professor, and Resma Ramakrishna, Assistant Professor. In this department, we have a PG. Then Salya Tantra. So this is the department where we perform Ayurvedic surgery, all types of Kshara Sutra and other type of treatment, Agni Karma, Jalokavacharana, other things we are doing in this department. It is headed by Dr. Basudev Reddy, Professor and Head of the Department, Dr. T. Uday Kiran, Professor, Venkat Suresh Krishna, Assistant Professor, Arya S. Menon, Assistant Professor, Anurup I.V., Assistant Professor. We have PG in this department. Then Salakya Tantra. This is the department where we are dealing with the eye and ENT in Ayurvedic aspect. So it is headed by Dr. Radhika Menon, Assistant Professor. So we have 15 professors, 6 associate professor and 17 assistant professor. So thank you for your patience listening. Thank you.
Thank you, Principal Sir. I take this opportunity to invite our dynamic Medical Superintendent and Vice Principal, Professor Praveen B.S., to introduce Sri Jayendra Saraswati Ayurveda College and Hospital, Department of Ayurveda of Sri Chandrasekharendra Saraswati Vishwa Mahavidyalaya.
My humble pranams to the lotus feet of Swamiji, respected Vice Chancellor, respected Dean of Science, and dignitaries of the days, parents, and dear students. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce about Sri Jayendra Saraswati Ayurveda Hospital to the August gathering. Sri Jayendra Saraswati Ayurveda College and Hospital started in 1995 by His Holiness Sri Jayendra Saraswati Swamigal to cater the need of health seekers of Tamil Nadu with holistic system of medicine. The hospital initially started with a 60-bedded hospital, and now it has been upgraded, and right now we do have 156-bedded Ayurveda hospital with various specialities. The hospital has a vision of making every individual disease-free and promotion of health of every individual, making him capable of achieving extraordinary in life. The hospital has outpatient department of in 9 specialities like Kai Chikitsa, Panchakarma, Swasthavrata, Shalyatantra, Shalakyatantra with eye and ENT specialities, Agata Tantra, Kaumara Bhratya, Prasuti Tantra, Stri Roga, and Casualty. Institute caters more than 200 patients in outpatient department every day with various health problems. The inpatient department of the institution is well furnished with 156-bedded separate hospital block. Hospital offers treatment to various disorders like rheumatological, neurological, dermatological, endocrinal, metabolic disorders, anorectal disorders, ophthalmic disorders, gynecological and pediatric disorders, etc. The hospital offers specialty treatments like Panchakarma, Sharakarma, leech therapy, and Netra Kriyakalpa. The hospital also has a full-fledged operation theatre and Panchakarma treatments room for deceased as well as healthy. All the faculties of the institutions are well versed in their respective field and they are highly equipped with great knowledge. Students will get excellent exposure to the clinical materials, thus making them confident clinicians for the future. Institution also runs 2 satellite clinics with the OPD level Panchakarma facility at Kanchipuram at our university campus and T Nagar, which cater the need of health seeker of that region. Our hospital periodically conducts awareness and treatment camps at various locations of Chennai. Successful camps were also conducted in various locations like Tirupati and different cities of Tamil Nadu. Recently, in collaboration with the NSS wing of our institution and university, 7-day camp was conducted in Nazaratpet, which was well appreciated by the locals. Thus, the admitted students will be given various level of exposure, which ensures overall growth in profession. Institution also has in-house manufacturing unit named Sri Shankara Ayurveda Pharmacy, which is catering the needs of in-house patients. Institution also provides best facility to conduct research in the institute. Looking at the facilities and expertise, Central Council of Research in Ayurveda System, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, recently has sanctioned a multi-centered research study on osteoarthritis to our institution. So I congratulate all the students and parents for selecting our institution for the Ayurveda education. And we, Department of Ayurveda, Sri Sjsach-Shishyopanayaneeyam Saraswati Vishwa Mahavidyalaya, will be extremely happy to serve the knowledge seeker as well as health seeker. At the end, I would like to quote one Subhashita, which goes like this: Acharyat Padamadatte, Padam Shishya Swamedhaya, Padam Sa Brahmacharibhyaha, Padam Kalakramenacha. So the 25% of the knowledge is gained from the teaching of the teachers. 25% of the knowledge is gained by self-intelligence, and 25% of the knowledge is gained by discussion and interaction with their own classmates, and rest of the 25% it is learned by the experience. So I wish every student happy learning at Sri Jayendra Saraswati Ayurveda College and Hospital. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for briefing about Ayurveda College and Hospital. Now it is the time for presidential address by the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Sri Sjsach-Shishyopanayaneeyam Saraswati Vishwa Mahavidyalaya, Enathur Kanchipuram, Professor Dr. S.P. Raghavan, sir. I take this opportunity to not introduce sir, who's a hardcore academician, who's having 5 decades of great experience, but I take this opportunity to render few words about his accomplishments. Sir had been honored with many doctoral degrees. He had been the chairman of many bodies, few to mention. He was the chairman in House Team in Government of Tamil Nadu, providing strategic and technological directions in their endeavor to transform into a digital Tamil Nadu. Sir had designed an integrated digital infrastructure for the state of Tamil Nadu. So was the chairman of the academic committee of the national program called Sir Vishweshwaraya PhD Fellowship, oversee the award and quality control of approximately 1,000 PhDs across 140 institutions in India. Sir had been the scientific secretary to Government of India and played a key role in defining the cybersecurity architecture for India. Also, he had traveled to USA, Europe, Australia as a part of joint commissions between India and those countries. Sir had been the chairman of the Board of Governors of IIT DM in Jabalpur and helped the institute grow from its infancy to be a significant player nationality. Sir had designed, which our deans also had mentioned earlierly, National Knowledge Network, NKN as a critical information infrastructure and oversaw its implementation. Sir had been the founder dean, established the office of dean and handled portfolios, planning, finance, purchase and estate, initiated the formation of IITM Research Park. Also, he had been the faculty in IIT Madras for nearly 35 years and handled a range of subjects in computer science and engineering, set up India's first nation network systems laboratory in IIT Madras, handled several research projects from various agencies in Government of India. He had introduced courses such as cryptography and national security and electronic commerce in late 90s itself. And he had graduated many students and authored ISO research papers and books. So we are very honored to have Sir, who's a great visionary and who had been the person to initiate all the transformation activities which we are seeing now and which all the dignitaries overviewed a little earlier. Sir, may I request you to please come and deliver the presidential address. Thank you, sir.
Gurubhyo Namaha. Pranams at the lotus feet of Sri Shankara Vijayendra Saraswati Swamiji Maharaj of the legendary Sri Kanchi Kamakoti Peetham, who gave me the opportunity to be presiding over this university, which is 30 years strong and growing. My colleagues from the university and colleagues from the Department of Ayurveda and this college, especially Dr. Das, Dr. Roshni, Dr. Praveen, Hema, Dr. Swaminathan, who is hiding at the back. Why don't you come front? No? The senior most faculty over here, I think. A great person, and he can give extremely good advice on any aspect of Ayurveda. Dr. Sai, Dr. Usha, Jaya, Santanam, Ashutosh, well, others I know, but I can't recall the names. They're very readily, very nice people. To the parents at the back, I was sitting like you 15 years ago in Manipal, where my son was in the front, and my dream was, one day this guy will wear that white coat and the stethoscope which defines a doctor and cure the world and fix me of all problems. It's a great dream. Today, of course, he is a very big doctor somewhere in the US, and he keeps telling me as what I should eat, how I should do, etc., etc. And then even if I breathe a little hard on the phone while talking, he'll say, what did you do yesterday? So all those parents, you have got caretakers right there in front of you, inside the house or on the phone, wherever they are in the world, and they're going to take very good care of you. You don't have to worry at all. And to the students who have joined this great university in the Ayurveda outfit, you must know a little bit about what is this allopathic and what is this Ayurveda, a little bit. There's always a confusion and there is always a psychological setback in thinking, oh, my son never became, daughter never became an MBBS, somehow we have to settle for Ayurveda. By the time they say it, the throat gutters and then everything goes down and the voice decibel level drops. Please don't do that. The knowledge in the world actually originated in Bharat Desh, which is not confined to the present India. It was all over. Like Kapilavastu is today California, and the land of rishis is Russia, and we are all here. And I believe some of the sages and the siddhas used to travel back and forth to China. So I don't think we are a small unit called India. And where does this knowledge come from? Ved means with to know. It comes from that root. And the entire knowledge, when people meditated in the past, this is nobody knows that time when it was done. And it was collected by individuals because it was revealed to the individuals. It's called a revealed knowledge, Vedas. Veda Vyas compiled it by going from place to place, person to person, Pathshala to Pathsala, ashram to ashram, collecting this information and putting it all together. And he said, it's so vast, I'll divide it into 4 parts, and then you know the names. Everybody I taught in the school, I guess, Rig Veda, Ajurveda, Samaveda, and Atharvaveda. And each one of these have got Upavedas. So Rig Veda has Ayurveda as Upaveda, correct? So it's actually a Veda you are going to learn. And Veda is something which is very easy to learn. And it is extremely expressive, extremely compressed, and very easy to learn, and you cannot make mistakes. That's the beauty of the way the Vedas are presented to the world. The thing is, everything is in Sanskrit. I shouldn't say Sanskrit like an Englishman, Samskritam, because it is Samyak Kritam, well done language. So it's essential that all of you evince very keen interest and learn this language, Samskritam, very well, because that's a key to the entire Ayurveda. And whatever slokas, aphorisms, and paragraphs they teach you, you first understand or not get it by heart. Because if you don't get it by heart at this age, it's extremely difficult to do so when you are 40 or 50, when you realize that you really studied a good subject. It will be too late. So I suggest that you get everything by heart. Worry about understanding. So when you read this language, Samskritam, which is taught by, I was given to understand some 3-4 people, names are read out, you actually will feel at home with the entire subject matter. They read so many things, 14 departments, people like Das will scare you with, names, numbers, terminologies, like this. Don't get scared. It's like this astrologer's story, it goes with the Jatakam and all that. Study this very hard upside down, he holds it. Sir, don't worry, only for 2 months. All these difficulties. Then what? You'll get used to it. So the thing is, all these terminologies will get used to it in no time. They are of no consequence. Whatever people may say, there is only one human sarira. Only one. You can say this part, that part, and all that. If you look at the part, there is no life. When you look at the life, there is no part. Remember that. They may show you some part of one body and then open it and then see, but there is no life in it. But the parts are there. So look at it holistically, which is very important. The human body is the finest machine delivered on this planet. The guy who created it is called God, and who said how to handle it and then keep it carefully is Dhanvantri, which is God himself, another incarnation. In fact, I don't know whether you listen to Swamiji. The sloka that he said is from Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, and he said, let me have a good body, Let me have a sound mind. Let me have the best speech. See, the body, mind, intellect complex, which presents you to the world, has to be kept properly, and that's only by you and not by anybody else. And doing that requires that you are disciplined in all sorts of things. You are disciplined in how you think, how you talk, how you behave, how you handle your relationship, what you eat, how you exercise. Everything matters when you look at the whole body-mind complex. If you go to the class, they will talk about GI tract as if that's the only thing that you need to worry about. If you go to science, science will tell you the cells are rejuvenated every so many days. And there will be a coincidence with the number 27 that they say and the 27 stars out there in the sky. So try to learn the concomitant story that is given to us as humankind by the various scriptures in terms of astrology, astronomy, Ayurveda, etc. And try to imbibe qualities which help your body, mind, intellect complex. Somebody will teach you BMI index. Right? It's not body, mind, intellect. It is something else. Especially if you are around 40, 45 and all that, a little on the obese side, they'll say, oh, you have to watch your BMI. I think your pressure is going up, your sugar is not under control, and you have to do this. And that fear they create in you will finish you. I have nothing against doctors. I'm just saying, as a human being, you are born to be happy. And you are given arms to lift others, not you. Can you lift yourself with your arms? कोई उठ सकता है ना? कर दो तुम्हारे लिए कुछ नहीं कर सकता है. That happens by the brain. Your emotional angle, your intellectual balance, and your ability to react to the whole world around you depends on how you think, how you act. And this brain is also divided into two parts. God is a great guy. When he designed this machine, he said, if you want to enjoy, enjoy. But then don't come back and complain to me, because you will get into trouble anyway. If you don't live, you live. If you want to evolve, evolve. If you reach a certain level, I'll come to you. You don't have to go to him. He will come to you. All the slokas, all the Vedas, all the Puranas, if you read, they will say that Bhagavan vanna aatkolvar. He will come and take control of you. So if you want Dhanvantari to be inside you when you touch a patient, pray. Pray means not blah, 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 chanting. No. Your mind should be in resonance with the sound that you generate, and your body should vibrate. Each organ in you should vibrate with respect to that sloka and the word that is there in the sloka. If you do that, if you look at a patient, he will get cured. My dad had a friend by name Natesan. He used to be referred to as Natesh Iyer. I'm saying, when I was in school, he was already 80. Okay. So what will happen is, we are all gatekeepers for him. Old type, big house, too many patients outside, we are the gatekeepers. The first patient he sees when he comes out of his puja room, he doesn't have to do anything. They'll get cured. If you put a silk cloth and then touches you, that means it will take time. If he directly touches you, same day. These are the beliefs. But if I look back and then see what happened to people, that was actually true. So he has elevated himself to that level in Ayurveda. Somewhere you will find a reference to this great gentleman. So they say you can look at the eye of the individual and then say what is wrong or what is not wrong with an individual. Swaminathan may correct me, but that's a belief. And that is a statement which very seasoned people say how to do that. Second thing is you have to practice a lot. Because all this is based on three principles of balance that they will teach you, Vada, Pitta, Kapha, and so on. But you need a sensor to understand what is happening to the other guy. So the only sensor which is inexpensive or no expense is a Nadi Pariksha. If you study Nadi Pariksha extremely well, and if you have a feel for it, the Veena Vasikira Madri Vasika Terino. எதையான பார்த்து பயந்திருந்தா கூட பூத நாடி அடிக்குவாங்க, அது கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம். That is the level of perfection you should have in your education. Don't read books, don't read these tables and then say, oh, these are the things that he said, probably these are the causes, these are the safest medicine to give so that I am not in trouble. Actually, that person is in trouble. You are not in trouble, obviously. Don't take that route as a doctor. You feel, they have said God is in everyone. So God is in you, God is in him also. So this God has to correct that God. You believe it, it will happen. Why am I telling you all this, sounding philosophical, off the record, offbeat? The reason is, if you don't think in this direction at this age, it's extremely difficult to do it when you want to do it, but then you will be very old and your commitments in the Vyavahara world will be so intense that you won't be able to devote enough time and energy. This is the only time where you have time and energy when you study. The next 5 years, 6 years, 8 years, whatever number that you want to spend, do it. Why in this university? They said about uniqueness and all that, fine. When you study anything, you want to know the surrounding information. So Ayurveda is knowledge, pure knowledge. And you will apply, you will practice and so on. All the Prayog Shastras, they will tell you how to do it. The other side is, there is this modern science or contemporary science that's being talked about where experimental verification of things can be done. How does one do experimental verification of something? Is it Dravya Guna where you make these medicines? Yeah. So when you make a medicine, new thing you come up with, how do you ensure that it has certain properties which will impact? At the end of the game, the whole thing is a set of molecules, so they are going to play around. So where does it go? How does it get locked up? And how does it cure the person? What is the quantity required? All that has to be studied. The project that Dr. Praveen mentioned is one such where one particular impact is measured by looking at large number of patients across 12 establishments. You can come up with your own creativity, your own innovation when you learn about the basic things that contribute to making a medicine and your own innovativeness in bringing to bear into these complex and make a new medicine. Go to science departments in the university, test it out if you want, and you can write a paper, you can do whatever. Of course, there are ethical committees and others who will oversee that you are not doing anything wrong. It will go through the vetting process of science, but at the end of it, you have this opportunity to find out the Amrit. And you have to believe that finding the next Amrit is in your hands. If you believe that, it will happen. Whatever you believe will happen. I like tennis. My favorite player is Roger Federer. Everybody has a body. He also has a body. But how is that body going from one end of the court to another end of the court like a rubber ball? And how is it stable in the new position? If I try to do it, finished. End of story. But he is able to go there, come back, go there, come back, everything he does. And he keeps doing it for 3 hours, 4 hours. You try jumping on the spot for 2 minutes, finish. That's what will happen. The cardio output, everything is a muscle inside the body. The cardio output that this person is able to exhibit is phenomenal. How are they able to do it? How the motions are connected with this? And how at the end of it, he becomes so stable that his strokes are always correct. And he has complete control over the situation. That's what you and I, like human beings, want to do. How do we do that? We have to ask that question so that we attempt it. Otherwise, oh, when is the next quiz? How many quizzes are there? Oh, Roshni ka partiality hai? These are the questions we will discuss. Correct? Roshni ka partiality undo? They will discuss in the hostel. Actually, she is such a nice person. They will discuss. Marking, what will I get? Who the hell cares? I shouldn't say that I'm a vice chancellor, but I'm a very liberal thinking individual. Who cares about all this? I care about the pure knowledge and its acquisition and accumulation, assimilation in my body-mind complex. So how do I bring that to bear during my stay here as a student? The only question that you need to ask. Then second thing is, Priyam Vada is another important thing that gives you emotional connect. When you do that, especially doctor to patient, etc., the psychological connect that you have with the patient will do half the trick. And the rest of it is done by little medicine and their own understanding of things. So kindly go through this. Whatever I said, they are not advices, they are not suggestions, they are just my way of looking at things. You can take it or leave it, completely ignore it, do whatever you want. That's your life choice. I'm nobody to come into your life's choice. You do whatever you want. But I'm telling you what I think will work for you. Because I have passed through that age and I know what I missed and what benefited, and I didn't do it consciously. Whatever happened to me, good things are absolutely incidental. And for that I thank my parents, because they forced me to do certain things which is helping me extremely well today. Whatever I did by choice, didn't really do very well. Because the choice, I mean, you must read book on choice. There are books on choice. How human beings choose. How human beings decide. There are chapters in a book on brain which says how to decide to decide. Now, these are all complex subjects. Neuropsychology, physiology, neurophysiology, epistemology, metaphysics. You read the combination of these things, you find that human body is nothing that can be understood. It's not something which can be understood in one lifetime. The MBBS doesn't give you that opportunity. It tells you in a very cut and dried form, whereas Ayurveda gives you in a holistic form. It's like buying fruit salad in a market and buying nice apple and cut it yourself, eat it the way you want. மாம்பழமா கொண்டு வந்தா நீ வத்த குழம்பும் பண்ணலாம், அப்படியே கட் பண்ணி சாப்பிடலாம், கடிச்சு சாப்பிடலாம். But if you buy a fruit salad, they'll give you 2-3 pieces of that in a bowl. That's a difference. I'm putting it very crudely. I'm not against allopathy, but to drive home a point. Holistic understanding and piecemeal understanding Education is all about holistic understanding. Like Lord Swami Vivekananda said, it is a manifestation of perfection already in man. So every one of you have that perfection in you that should open up. That ignorance about your capabilities should be opened up. That's what the slokas about Dhanvantari will tell you. That's what Patanjali will tell you, how to do it. So follow whatever your teachers say. They have brought it down to well manageable time units, and in terms of periods of class, days, organization, then semesters, years, and whatever. And there are wonderful people around you. Relate to them. They are like parents or whatever, sisters, brothers away from home, and live a very happy life on this campus. And of course, I'll keep hopping in now and then. Not for any specific reason, maybe look at something for planning and strategic decision making purposes. And if you want, I'll come and talk to you about what I have understood about human body sometime, not now. And parents, be very happy that they are in safe hands. And with extremely great difficulty, we recruit these people, retain these people. And sometimes I'm very harsh with these people also, because that's a job given to me, not because I want to do it as a human being. I do my job. But they're all wonderful people. This is a blessed institution. Acharya's, it is very close to his chest. See, the one that you saw arrived as I was coming from Kanchipuram to here, because at the time of starting, I just gave a call saying that I have not yet received. Tell Swamiji that it will be nice if I can get even 2 minutes. We got it. See, that shows amidst his multiple commitments, how much he cares for this institution. So when such a great person is backing you, not just in human form, he is God incarnate. He is Lord Shiva himself. And you have to experience it as you progress. And he has your welfare and your future in his heart. So be blessed. Thank you.
I could see the students giggling and then watching without blinking an eye when sir was speaking. Indeed. Thank you, respected sir. Of course, our induction ceremony would not be particularly completed without oath-taking ceremony. We may invite our beloved Dr. Hema Narayanan ma'am to render the oath, and I request all the first year UG and PG students to repeat after her.
May I request all the new entrants into the bachelor's program on Ayurvedic Medicine and Surgery and the postgraduate program on Ayurvedic Medicine and Surgery to rise up and affirm the oath based on Vimanasthana, Chapter 8 from Charaka Samhita. Please repeat the oath, and when I say I, please mention your name, and when I say program, mention bachelor's or postgraduate program in Ayurvedic Medicine. I, please tell your names, have been admitted into the program, so whether graduate or postgraduate, at Sri Jayendra Saraswati Ayurveda College and Hospital, Nazratpet, Chennai, today, the 16th February 2023, solemnly affirm that I shall live up to the expectations of all my mentors and shall adhere to all the regulations and advice enshrined in the Ayurvedic texts and the rules of Mahavidyalaya. I swear by Lord Dhanvantari that I will be devoted to my mentors, my institution, and my country, India, and shall not perform any activity that could potentially cause any harm or disrepute, either directly or indirectly, to any one of them. I will sincerely study the principles of Ayurveda and will ensure its practical application while treating my patients. I will always strive to do my best to promote the ideals of Ayurveda. I will be kind, affectionate, and compassionate to all patients and provide the most appropriate treatment and care to the best of my knowledge and expertise without regard to caste, creed, religion, or financial status, without ego or jealousy. I will not practice medicine outside my specialty and shall call in my colleagues when the skills of another are needed for a patient's recovery. I will remain clean and modest and shall speak pleasantly and truthfully. I will not speak ill of others. I will be dedicated and will refrain from envy and anger and will observe non-violence. I will not commit adultery or covet another's property. I will not smoke. I will not take illicit drugs. I will not take alcohol. And I will not take any mind-altering substances. Having signed this oath, I shall strive hard for becoming a respectable UG students say Ayurveda Charya and postgraduate students Ayurveda Vachaspati or Ayurveda Dhanvantri. I will adhere to this oath and will prosper in my profession accordingly. If I transgress from this oath, I'll find a profession that is more suitable for me. Thank you.
You may be seated. We have come to the end of the program. May we invite the very gracious, dynamic, talented, additional medical superintendent and Professor Dr. Roshni ma'am to deliver vote of thanks.
Sri Dhananjaya Namaha. My humble pranams to the lotus feet of Acharyas of Kanchi Kamakodi Peetam. A warm good morning to one and all present here. Respected Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor S.V. Raghavan sir, respected EC members, respected Registrar sir, Dean of Science Dr. K. Venkatramanan sir, respected professors, faculty members of Sri Chandrasekharendra Saraswati Vishwa Mahavidyalaya, dear parents and my dear students of 2022-23 batch. It's my great privilege to render the vote of thanks on this auspicious occasion of Sjsach-Shishyopanayaneeyam. Rendering thank you is such a prayer that cannot be seen or touched. It must be felt by heart. An event of this dimension cannot happen overnight. The wheels start rolling months in advance. With the benign blessings of our Acharya Sri Vijayendra Shankara Saraswati Swamigal, we could complete the admission process of 2022-23 successfully. On behalf of Management Committee of SJS-ACH, we offer our humble pranams to His Holiness. We are highly appreciative of the leadership, encouragement, and extensive support provided by our Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor S.V. Raghavan sir. Today, my words are not enough to express the gratitude for being an inspirational and motivational force for all of us. Thank you very much, sir, for not only sparing your valuable time for this occasion, but also enlightening us with your speech. I am very much thankful to the EC members, Finance Advisor Sri Ramakrishnan sir, Dean Engineering Professor G. Sriram sir, Professor Ramaratnam sir, Dean Faculty of Management of SCS VMV, for their constant help and guidance that radiated a source of energy for us. On this great occasion, on behalf of staff and students, I would like to express heartfelt gratitude to our EC members. Now I place on record our gratitude to respective Registrar Sir, Professor G. Srinivasu, for his support and guidance. I take this opportunity to extend our most sincere thanks to Dean of Science, Professor K. Venkatramanan Sir, for his support throughout the admission process and also for rendering the welcome speech today. I would like to acknowledge our gratitude to Dr. Hema Narayanan, Associate Professor and HOD, Department of Commerce, for her presence and also for her detailed introduction about our prestigious institution, Sri Chandrasekharendra Saraswati Vishwa Mahavidyalaya, and also for rendering the oath. My sincere thanks to Principal Dr. Chittaranjan Das for his introduction about the faculty members of SJS-ACH, and Vice Principal and Medical Superintendent Dr. Praveen B.S. for giving an outlook about the facilities of Sri Jayendra Saraswati Ayurveda College and Hospital. The successful culmination of this event would not happen overnight without the dedicated hard work of different committee members for this program. I express my gratitude to the Administrative Officer, Mr. Shankara Narayanan, for the arrangements of today's induction ceremony. My heartfelt thanks to the Green Cell team of SJS-ACH for taking initiation for creating Aushadhavanam that will bring awareness on local medicinal plants for common ailments. My sincere thanks to all faculty members from university for coming today and gracing this auspicious occasion. I take this opportunity to extend heartfelt thanks to all the parents for their presence this morning. Your support and encouragement will always be a driving force for us. My heartfelt thanks to all my dear UG and PG students of 2022-23 batch for attending today's auspicious function. And also I thank Rakshita, Aditya and Ashwida for the invocation. I take this opportunity to extend my thanks to the team of Dr. Sunandan for performing Avahandi Homa, Ganapati Homa and Dhanvantari Puja for today. Last but not least, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to all teaching staff, non-teaching staff, especially Mr. Ramakrishnan, Mr. Suresh and Mr. Vijay Pren for the sound arrangements for making this event a memorable one. I also thank Mrs. Priyadarshini and Dr. Swati ma'am for doing the anchoring. With this, I remain Dhanyavado Dhanyavadaha Dhanyavado Bhurishaha Sadhuvadaha Dhanyavadaha Te Sadaiva Bhurishaha Dhanyavajamsi Dhanyavagvaihi Dhanyam Vajanam Te Priye Dhanyam Dhanyam Dhanyavadaha Bhurishaste Dhanyavadaha. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We are very glad to